We got a hype train. Let's see, is that working? Is it working? Hold on, plus we got a thing. Nah, forget about the intro song there. What's up?
Here's some sweet Bezos monies.
Yeah, there you go.
Moons.
Nice. Thank you. Wow. Fairling gifted a bunch of sub. Hell Darkstorm got one. Honey Butter got one. Gearbox Man got one. Shimmer Shell and Utah all got subs. Thanks to Fairland. Curve Planet. Oh, you rolled a 3. You rolled a 3. You didn't even see the card. All right, let's see what a 3 does. Oh.
Nice that you had Pauline in the opening song, Pumpkin.
Hey. Thank you. Oh.
81 moons. Jim watch it burn. Jim Val dance. Jim not worthy. Jim coffee time. Jim pumpkin no poke. Jim Pauline spicy.
81 moons and all the emotes. Thank you, Farrelly, and continue support and helping out. I appreciate. We got to see if they got better than a 3. Hold that thought. 9. Did not. So this is what happens when you run the...
I was doomed to the start. That's ominous.
I feel like I'm getting overloaded here. Well, it's about 50 moons. Thank you.
Another month closer to bankrupting Amazon.
Thank you. I was doomed from the start. I know, it happens. What are you going to do? Hey, we left the toast and the heart in there, so you still had a chance. We're on level 4 already. Hold on, I got to call things. What do we got? We got to, like, hydrate and things. People called. You guys got to let me know, man. I gotta keep on top of this. All right, so let's try to do this in order here. We had a hydrate, which we called right now. We got a streach. Got it. I'm doing it. What else we got? Spicy. That was not spicy. Go. Supersize emote. Still didn't fix that thing. I'll get to it. I've been busy with the things. What else we got?
Hope everyone's having a great and wonderful Sunday at the Superdome. Come watch monster trucks next week. I run out and get the wiring harness put on my car for hauling trailers because the previous owner probably just had one of those back of the car racks.
Well, at least there's something, right? Thank you. Oh, you got an extra card too. Thank you. No, I saw that earlier. I'm trying to do that. How do we do Changia party? I have no idea. It just happens on Dawn stream. I don't have control. Parties happen without me. It's the story of my life. What's up? Thank you, Catman.
Hi all. This weekend coming up is a local anime con, a fundraiser for an animal shelter and a medical appointment. Not looking forward to the last one. Getting old sucks.
Yeah, but hey, medical appointments are terrible. All right, they're annoying, but anime and animals. Animal shelter. Anime animal shelter. That would be a good name for an anime. You know, the animal shelter. That should be a thing. What? I'm sure Kyoto Animation's working on it. It's like right next to that market one that they did. No, now I got ideas for it. I'm like, whatever. What's up, Brian? Oh, thank you. I appreciate. Getting old sucks here. It happens. You can't do anything about it. You got to roll with it, but don't roll too much. You hurt yourself. Buccaneer Squirrel, hi. Catman, hi. I'm Chronicles, hi. What's up, DJC? Posture check. Oh, that's the one I forgot to do. There you go. Posterior check. Got it.
Posture check.
Got it. We got it. Oh my God, my card is awful. This is like Dawn is ripping tape and using the hands that they shouldn't be using.
Redeem Tengia until a certain number of Tengias are used, then a party starts. It happens in Dawn's stream often because they are only a quarter of the price PG uses.
Ah, there you go. What?
Well, speaking of animal shelters, our local furry con raised $30K for a no-kill shelter in Park City, Utah.
Nice, dude, $30K. Dude, that's a bunch of animals. Nice. That's good. Good job. Stop ripping tape.
Bingo.
Stop ripping tape.
Bingo.
I'm not calling it until you stop playing with tape.
I lost the tape.
Oh my God. No, that's the worst.
One short of 500 moons.
One short. Thank 99 moons. DJC gifted a bunch of subs. Curious Lady Beret got one. Luster Knight 1 got. Chef Gonzo got one. Lizard. Tungsten Wolf. Billy F. Fox.
PG
I don't
doesn't
know.
like
I just got
parties
here.
Here. Is it a hype train?
It's all the hype trains.
Oh, hype train. Hype train. Whoop, whoop. Chugga, 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 chugga.
Somebody won. Macabre Cat won. Dawn appears. All right, Macabre Cat's going to get a spin on a wheel of prizes. Let me check the card. It is awful.
You have actual prizes.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a digital thing. What? It just cost me to a sale that would have happened. Okay. What? You got your cat from animal shelter? Free. Oh, free cats. Those are the best kind. Does anybody pay for a cat? I feel like they just invade your house and you can't get rid of them. At least that was our case. Don't play with the tape. What? No, you ever use packing tape and then it kind of rolls back on itself and then it gets stuck and then you can never find the end of it? Well, that's what I got to deal with after stream now. Thanks. What's up? It's not easy to get here. What? It will press field and it said not unless you have a time machine. What? That's weird. Why does everybody hate me? Go.
Don't have PG give you prices for your stream, lol.
What? No. Come on. That's first time chat. It's good to know that. Why does that do that? People couldn't find me. Does that have to be separate words?
Okay, I'll be in the garage for a while taking this tire and tube off this broken bike wheel. Ever since that guy crashed into my rim, everything starts getting worse for my bike.
Why can't people just not crash into things? You know, it seems like one of those rules that you just grew up with. You know what? Don't bump into things. Don't crash into things. Don't explode into things. You know? But it's just kind of like nobody follows that. It's ridiculous. Thank you. Really? So if you put Ill Press in Twitch, does it not come up? Like, why? That wouldn't even make any sense. Oh, all I had to do was click. All right. That's weird. I don't know. What? Oh, number 35, fitted viewers. All right. There you go. Got to keep me on top. Let's find it. We got to do it. Fitted viewers. Boom. Calling it. Got it. I don't know if sound alert was used.
Yay. Power and Netris toured just in time for the stream.
Hey, there you go. Nice. Dude. Yeah, we've been having some like internet things going on. At least Dawn was. I don't know if that's an encoding issue or something was going on there, but I don't know. It seems fine over here. I don't know, man, dude. Now it's not a good time to be getting her a new computer. It's not no. God, everything's 5 times the price it needs to be. Start typing, auto completed. Huh. All right. Hope your Sunday is glitch free. I went to a retro vending machine that had a grab bags. Got a Neopet. Ooh, Neopets. Dude, that reminds me. I got to get new batteries for my Tamagotchi. I'm not even joking about it. It died, not because I didn't take care of it, because the batteries, it's like its heart gave out. The Tamagotchi is like, beep. Does it keep that stuff in the memory or no? Too many issues lately with everything, especially buying something brand new and it doesn't even work properly. Yep. But we'd save money by building it, but you know how that goes. Dude, even regular hard drives. We were looking up regular hard drives for backups and stuff. Dude, a 5 terabyte used to be like 120. Now it's like 250. I'm like, come on, dude. Data centers aren't using spinning drives. Are you kidding me? Light in my house, knocked out most of my computer's monitors. Dope. We've still got to set up that secondary monitor. We've had issues this week, so we got derailed. Did buy 3 ball hook. I'm going to pull things together. Got a wiring harness. Oh, that's a lot of work. Still got that weird cough. That's how you know something's fishy's going on. Something fishy is going on.
Did you hear that GTA 6 paywalled their official trailer on Netflix? They say to prevent spoilers, but will release on YouTube later.
Yeah, to prevent spoilers. Okay.
Hello, Pum'Kin Guy. Hype Train Bits.
Hype Train Bits. Thank you, Icarus. We got on. What are we at? Are we at level 6? Thank you again. DJC, thank you. That one's coming up. Icarus, thank you again. Level 6. There you go. Data center use what? Really? They do? I repaired servers for Amazon. I had 32 hard drives. Really? That is boggles my mind that they're using like those ones. I figured they'd all be solid state right now. Huh. No idea. I shut down my PC and stores, what? Too expensive, doesn't have Netflix. Yeah, the weird thing about Netflix, no, you can't pay. What do you mean spoilers? If you're worried about spoilers, you don't put it in the trailer. Come on, GTA. Come on, we weren't born yesterday. There you go. There's that sound alert. Right. Now I can call it. As soon as I can find it. Got it. Boop. Oh, my bingo card, please. Everybody's winning bingo but me. Why? I know we still got to do the thing. The Coppercat's going to get a thing. Bloody Angel got a card. Nice. Bloody Angel, hi. What's up? I'd say hi to everybody. I know it was utter chaos as soon as I got here. You have another reason not to buy GTA 6. It's ridiculous. Hey, guess what? I'm still waiting on their support to help me out. We're on tier 3 support. We've leveled up. Why is Rockstar's tech support like the Dark Souls of gaming support? It is unbelievable. I keep going from boss battle to boss battle, and now I feel like I'm in the final round. And it's like it's insane. I'm just like, come on, man. I'm running out of stamina here. Hey, Chris, thank you. What's up? Not used to machine learning, but still uses data center. Oh, okay. They're still using data centers, but not machine learning. Because I'm like, yeah, wouldn't machine learning just take forever on those? You imagine? Yeah, man, I'm running my AI off of a spinning hard drive, 5,600 RPMs. What? 78K channel points. Yes. So you can do a card battle at some point. Got that extra bingo card. Thank you. What else we got? What's the shop of PC stars? We have data centers. Yeah, that's weird. So where do you get those then? Use my sister's Netflix account for so many years. Yes, that's what I did. Go.
Greetings, salutations, and good vibes to all. Had the week of work. After telling them I had shingles, worked out a method to avoid other co-workers. HR called me and said don't come in. Got cleared to go back. My mechanic has my car, finally to get that fixed.
Might be going to Micro Center to get a better 3D printer, so not all bad. Hey, there you go. That's good. 3D printer.
Was that Jermaine burping? Very unladylike of her, and that's what I love about her.
Yeah, she's not the most refined character we have. Not like Pauline here. Always dressed appropriately. What the? They would have multiplayer. What? Oh, yeah, it'll have multiplayer. What am I gonna? All right, whatever.
Oh, so murder is environmentally friendly. Yes, it is.
Seems that way, doesn't it? Oh man. So who's doing what? Thank you, Gisarian Priest. Thank you. No, that's for somebody else. We got banana bread. Hey, I got a question. Well, you know, we only got like 50 seconds left on there. No, because it's gonna be a long-winded debate. It's almost as controversial as pineapple on pizza. Yeah, just remind me to do it. 76 viewers. All right, call it. Got 76. I'm taking your word for it. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's see what else I can call. Hold on. No new song in an intro. Hey, Blood Angel 1. Nice. Technical issue? No. Drop frames? No. Didn't ask for help? No. It runs out of coffee. I haven't even had coffee yet. We got Candy Rain. That didn't happen. Easy mode will happen. Let me save myself to treble because I have to do easy mode for the wheel spin. And I'm going to call wheel spin because that will happen as soon as I find it. Wheel spin happens. It will. Random singing. That will happen. Hits mic. No, I've been good. Wow.
85 and counting. Thanks for doing what you do and sharing.
That was sudden. Thank you. And thank you. All right. What? Hype train. Now we got to do the wheel spin, which means I got to go to easy mode and do the wheel spin. What's up?
Have you seen the horror Stardew Valley clone that coming out?
No, but now I'm interested. What? No, Stardew Valley was a little too wholesome for me. I need murder. All right, easy mode. Here we go. Right, it's slowly we're pretty fast ones have to go up as well. So far, Malenko, so far we're all right. We're a little overworked, but you know, such is life. That's my own fault. Actually, not this time. It's somebody else's fault. I was about to ease up, slow down, take a day off, and then I had to do things. All right, Macabre Cat, you still here? Sorry, everything gets waylaid with a hype train. You know, because I'm assuming they're still here. Are you getting a spin on Wheel of Prizes? Spin on the Wheel of Prizes. You've been here long enough to know what you probably, you know the thing. You thought it was me. It's not you. It's never you, unless it is. And then you're like, why is it me? Why is everybody picking on me? Then it's you. But not now. Somebody else. See? So winning isn't your fault today, Bloody Angel. All right. Where is it? There you go. Boom. Elderfield. All right. All right, Macabre Cat, you're going to get a spin on the Wheel of Prizes.
What's the deal?
Your comic book.
Let's spin the wheel.
Music.
'Cause you won bingo. Let's go. Spin that freaking wheel.
All right, spinning the wheel. What do we got? Let's find out what our contestant wins today. What do we got? Little Halloween book. It's a book about me. Right, I mean, I don't know. It's a little Halloween. Everybody likes Halloween, damn it. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing here. If it's something you already have, feel free to pass it along to somebody who may not. It's just a link. It's just a little code. It's just a thing that you get that I'm going to send to you in about 2 seconds. Well, maybe 3. Could be 4. Probably around 5 or 6. Could be now. There you go. It has been whispered. Now I get to close tabs. 8. And Blue Sky's been messed up. I sent a post that we were going live about like how long ago? 26 minutes, and I think it just went through. Blue Sky, what's wrong with you? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what goes on with Blue Sky. I just post there and I leave. It's like every other social media platform. It's like, hey guys, how's it good? Later. Halloween isn't that fair? What do you mean? Halloween's awesome. Nobody said it was fair though. I mean, you don't know what kind of candy you're getting. Let's see. It's called Welcome to Elderfield. Ooh, sounds Lovecraftian. Might be. I don't know. Okay, question. Serious debate here, chat. All right, everybody get your brains together. Here's what I need to know, right? Tasman High. Is banana bread technically a bread, or is it just a cake? I feel like banana bread isn't a bread, it's a cake. It'd be banana cake. See? Brando says it's cake. Because I'm looking at it, and I'm putting all the ingredients in there. We made a bunch of stuff. It's cake, right? It's cake. It's a sweet bread. No. But here's the thing. Usually with bread, you got to put yeast in it, right? We didn't have to put yeast in this. Cake isn't just cake. No. But, I mean, maybe it is. Isn't cake just kind of a bread? That's literally the category. No, bread doesn't require... what do you mean it doesn't require yeast? Bread doesn't require yeast? Then why am I buying it? Yeah, but like, okay, you ever get a pound cake, right? It's basically a loaf of bread. Flatbread. That's just somebody who didn't know how to cook and then made a new genre. Well, that's pretty good. They're like, yeah, nice bread. Oh, it's a new kind of bread. It's a flatbread. Oh, all right. Google says quick bread. Because the type of bread you're making. No, but that's the thing. All right, but then what makes it a bread as opposed to a cake? And why would go?
Sounds like the least you could do.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for rising to the occasion. Oh. All right, let's do the bad pun thing. That was awful. It's all I had at the moment. I don't have a lot of bread humor. I'm working on it. Yeah. Where's terrible pun? Do we have another? Where is it? I'll find it. Pun. Oh, 26 all the way down there? That should have been like one of the top ones. Oh, it's awful. All right, let me check my bingo card. Oh, God, it's still terrible. Why does everybody hate me in bingo? All right, what do we got? Tortillas are flat. I consider them chips. You can also use baking powder, like cake donuts. Yeah, but then, okay, why is a pound cake not a bread? That's been one. Nice. How come isn't a pound cake just called pound bread? Because it's a loaf. Well, I've seen it in loaf. And would cornbread be corn cake? I need to know these things. I need food or spicy. Well, I haven't had a coffee yet. God, I've been at 30 minutes without a sip of coffee? God, everyone else is drinking coffee here. I guess I should too. That joke was inbred. Oh, that's pretty good. I should have thought of that. Write these down for when you cook again, whenever that is. Cornbread does look like a cake. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I feel like Zombie Snow White is the authority on cooking because they know how. Pound cake. You gain a pound for every slice. Pretty much. I had like 3 pieces of banana bread this morning. Cornbread is amazing. Maybe I should try that. Yo, learn how to make cornbread, you person. There's a lot of swears I edited out there. Hold on, let me get coffee. Go.
I'm not drinking coffee, but I am just loafing about.
That's awful.
What type of train is the hype train? Pumpkin?
What the what? What the what? You can't taste the train. It usually tastes like metal and oil. Flavor? Thank you. Pancake, we need to, can we just allow that term? I don't even know why that's on there. No, Automod is just like, you said the word pound cake? Oh, God forbid we talk about food. That and cream pie. That always seems to be an issue. I'm like, what is wrong with everybody? It's like 2 basic foods the internet had to ruin. Trader Joe's makes good cornbread mix. Nice. We're trying to do stuff from scratch. Our eyes and ears were fried yesterday. So we made homemade mashed potatoes and banana bread. And we reheated that really good chicken meatloaf thing that was utterly delicious. Meatloaf is always better the next day. Or in our case, the next month. It was in the freezer. It's okay. No, but then I was wondering, why isn't this considered why is banana bread considered a bread, not a cake? I'm going to try to make a weird cake later. I'm just taking whatever ingredients I have and I'm throwing it in there and saying, bleep it. I don't care. I'm going to make a maple cake. I'm going to use syrup and whatever chocolate chips we have. And sprinkles. I'll put sprinkles in that bread cake. Go.
There are 2 metrics: sweetness and solidity of the dough/batter. When it is sweeter or a batter bread, it's a cake. Consider pancakes. It's not pan bread because it's a batter. When it's less sweet and you shape the dough before the bake, it is usually a bread. It's not a law, but in general those make the difference
between cake and
what
bread.
What type of hype train are we riding on? Subway train, rail train, old locomotive train?
It's one of those ones where 2 people are on the side and they kind of push it up and down and then they kind of go, I forget what were those type of carts called? What an ingenious way to get around. That's pretty cool. Hand cart? There you go. Nice. What? Sometimes it gets off to a slow start until you go downhill. All right, well, that's different. No, but the thing is, it's like this wasn't really a dough. It was actually, I poured it into the pan. So would that be constitute as a cake if we're going by consistency? This is bothering me, okay? This is an ADHD thing where I'm like, why isn't this a flippin' cake? It's banana cake. If I put icing on it, does it constitute a cake?
Hey, I avoid pumpkin spice for you, and don't care for it.
Hey.
Only fair you avoid the blood of my people. Eating maple syrup. How dare you? I'm Canadian.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about syrup in America. It's not maple syrup. It's basically high fructose glue that they put together with sugar. You're safe. Your people are safe. Dude, we had Dunkin' Donuts syrup. That doesn't even make any sense. You know, but we're like, yeah, we'll buy it and try it. There you go. Ingredients, anything but syrup. I'm just like, oh, all right. At least it tastes like coffee. This is ridiculous. What? Dude, real maple syrup is expensive. It's like $20 for a small jar. I'm like, oh my God. Sugar corn paste, exactly. There you go. Some of it's got the consistency of that old Elmer's glue that you used to get in like a rubber cement, that kind of thing. But it melts a lot better. Dude, I don't know. I'm still racking my brain. But everybody is what you do when fruit is about to go bad. Exactly. That's what we did. Right. Hey, we should make a fruit cake. And why is a fruit cake not considered a fruit bread? I've had fruit cake, and it's got the consistency of a bread. What's happening? I need to know. Oh, maybe we should do that. Remelt paper is expensive but lasts forever. Yeah, that's true, but if you use a lot of it, then it's, you know.
Actually, I've seen it used as motor oil. It's basically corn syrup or synthetic oil.
Yay. Stop eating that. You're gonna die. Usually they go to Marshall's or Ross for my syrup. They have syrup at Marshall's? I haven't seen a Marshall's in forever. That was like one of those weird first jobs that you had where you did inventory at a Marshall's. It was ridiculous. They basically hired you for like 2 nights to do inventory for the entire store. It did not pay well, and everybody smelled. I don't know. They were all there just for the money. What's up? Think you have stopped to consider that some words come from other languages, and those languages may not have words, things like you're expecting. Which words? I know. If they're going to be an issue, don't put them in chat, though. I don't know. No, don't. No one likes fruitcake. Apparently, a good fruitcake is actually really good. People swear by it. They're like, no, if you don't like fruitcake, you're getting the wrong fruitcake. And I'm just like, bro. Like, where do I get good fruitcake? I don't go to bakeries and say, you got any fruitcake? They look at me like I'm an idiot. Oh. Got new Z Fold 8 Ultra. Turns out the wireless connection on it's worse than my old phone. What? No, come on. See, they like them. The closest thing I got to a fruitcake was like what are those panettone whatevers? I always call them pantones. Panettone. Those Italian bread loaf things with little fruit bits on it. My friend made a good fruit. Ah! Card battle. UJC. You gotta roll. We can do a greater than.
And a great recipe for it in the good old Betty Crocker cookbook smile.
I think we have one of those. Those old cookbooks have all the good recipes. Equal to or greater than 15, but it's a shiny and a spicy. I'm gonna call spicy. I'm gonna call shiny. That's all right. Exclamation reroll. You get another shot. Exclamation reroll. Card battle. 9. Oh, both of them did not work. Even if you added them together. But you got 2 out of it. You got a shiny and a spicy. I couldn't even jump in front of that. Never going to hear the end of it. What? They were at the beach. It's okay. They still got 2 out of it. It's all right. I did not get 2 out of it. I like checked my card. It's like, no. Where do we leave off? Thank you. Let's see. Glad I didn't get one of those, but sometimes they would get internet available as first. I've seen it on a wireless. I thought it was connected or not. Yeah, how good? There's weird things. Certain devices do not connect to internet good. I don't know why. What are you gonna do? I still think it's cake. Oh, yo. Here's the thing. We made mashed potatoes. We had 3 potatoes, right? We had to use them. You know how you boil potatoes? Here's a cool thing to do. You just put a clove of garlic in there while you're boiling it. Clove of garlic. Then a half a cup of the boiled water when you go to mash it. You mix it in there. Bro, it's like instant garlic potatoes and they're delicious. Clove of garlic. Unless you like a lot of garlic, then you put in like 2 or 3. I'm just saying. Is a stream muted for anybody else? Let's find out. With coffee. La. No, I think it's... Check your mute button. But they can't hear me. A bulb of garlic. Okay, it's not good. Thank you for letting me know. That's okay. Did mushroom cards. Well, I'm sure there's a beach in the background, just in case, though. I'm not even moving here. Nope. I sense danger. I know, it's the mushroom coffee. It's supposed to be trippy. Oh, thank God. Can we get to the winter collection? Oh, that's nice. That one's spring-like. It's nice. Look at that. You got little leaves and stuff. It's cherry blossom. What do they call cherry blossom? Nice. Oh, God. Can we get rid of the mushroom coffees? We don't drink that much of it. Anyway. Fruitcake is the key to eternal life. Yeah, it's like drinking formaldehyde. It preserves you. Don't do that. Let's see. Pum'Kin Guy's danger is boob. What? I feel like that's everybody's danger. Go.
What do you mean power steering? Profiteering? Oh, problems hearing. Yup a little.
What? Thank you. Looked up baking. So I looked it up. Baking it, it's a cake. Putting it in a pan, it will always be a pancake with the consistency of a cake and batter, so it's always pancake. It's a pancake. Banana pancake. No, but I think pancakes as in like, going to IHOP. Huh. You're all confusing my brain now. That's the worst superpower ever. Just walk around the street and sensing random cleavage all over. Isn't that every guy's superpower? Look, over there. Like, I feel like that's just an inherent genetic trait that guys have. I could just be walking around and be like,
are you making bacon pancakes? They have a song for that.
My God, the robot really just did not want to say this. Like, are you making bacon pancakes? They have a song for that. Oh my God, the robot is dragging butt today. It was like so reluctant to say it. It's so ridiculous. What's that make bread? It goes in bread pan. I don't know. Then we're debating on whether it's a pan or a tin or... I don't know. If you really want to confuse people, flapjacks, I know. I've heard numerous people refer to it as flapjacks. Yeah, flapjacks. They're like, wait, what? What's a flapjack? What? Is that a tool for your car? No. That's not, no. Hey, buddy, I'm working on the compressor here. I need hand me the flapjack over there. They're like, what? Where's the flapjack? Over there. No, next to the tools. That's my breakfast over there, the flapjack. Well, you're hungry all of a sudden? Yes, I am. What? Bread bin. It's a bread bin. Yeah. They used to have little bread bins where you put bread in. Apparently that kept it longer. I don't think it did. Just kept things away from chewing it. Dude, one of the best places to store stuff is just in a microwave when you're not using it. That thing's like airtight. It's good. Go.
Really don't want to confuse flapjacks for slapjack. Always look to see if the person has a deck of cards. Smile.
That's true. Thank you.
Okay, Pumpkin. I got the tube and tire off, so I reuse them anyway. You have some candy for me.
No, no candy. All right, we'll do candy. Where is it? Where's the button for the candy? Also got to turn on a light. Also got to call Candy Rain. Candy Rain. No, I had a light on and it was too bright, and then all of a sudden it started getting dark, so now it's a little stupid. Gonna call it. Got it. Oh, let me see if that helped me. It did not. God, why? 1 second. There we go. Negan won. Glad somebody's winning bingo. No, it's really I gotta do more research on this bread debacle, you know. Bread cake. Yeah, I feel like that would be a good series of YouTube videos, is just go to every bakery you can find and then ask the baker, is banana bread technically bread or a cake? Get their reactions, you know? Then try to debate them when they're trying to do their job and annoy the hell out of them. Yeah. I need Sailor Moon. I think we all do. No, I don't think anything, I don't have anything Sailor Moon up because every time I look at news, there's no news about Sailor Moon. There was for a little bit of, there was like this influx of Sailor Moon stuff. I think that's because the new series was coming out and then they had the re-release of the old mangas and stuff with the modern day annotations that let readers know what a video rental store was. That's so sad. So sad. I actually want to, I'll get those eventually just because I'm curious as to what they put in there.
I need PG swears.
Bob, damn it. Why are you trying to do that to me? That doesn't count. Oh, God. Okay, so we, in addition to waiting for Rockstar support to unscrew our account, we got screwed by another place. You know Suno, that thing that makes all the music and stuff? Yeah, we have fun with it. However, for those who don't know, and Steve mentioned this last thing, they rolled out this new thing that basically they're limiting how many things you can download. Not necessarily generate. You can generate all the crap you want, but you can only download a certain amount of tracks per month. 20 tracks or 60, depending on your tier. I think we're in a 20. Yeah. How often do you get screwed? Way too much. Yeah, so basically 20 downloads. Doesn't seem like, well, wow, 20 downloads. Here's the thing. I'm a very prolific guy, okay? Very prolific, all right? I got a lot of stuff. Just getting to the tail end of the lyrical goodness from the last 20-something years of whatever the hell we had written down. Unlimited on highest tier. I thought it was 60. Did they change that? Did enough people complain? Yeah, so here's the problem. And here's the other thing, because we've been doing a mad scramble to try to get as much stuff done as possible, which I'm going to tell you, we work incredibly well under pressure, especially lyrically. So all the weird scraps we got to flesh out, put together, slap together, and, you know, music and stuff, whatever little guitar bits that we wanted to use, we uploaded, so it's actually using a base of music that we actually had. That kind of thing, which takes longer than it needs to. However, the process for us is if there's a couple of versions that we like, right? Especially if there's a version that didn't come out quite good, we kind of run it through again and we try to get the best version. We got to download all these because the problem is, and keep in mind our ears are super sensitive to super notes and annotate stuff, right? So now we got to download these things, and then we got to listen to these things with headphones to figure out which version we actually like the best. Sometimes, because I can't do that with streaming. They let you stream it. Well, how does this one sound? Sounds like crappy streaming. That's what it sounds like to me. So now I got to download the uncompressed file so I can listen to it. I know, first world problems, right? However, What the bleep is quick bread? It's bread that's quick. It's like the Flash with a lot of carbs. So the thing is, we actually got to listen to these things to figure out which one actually sounds better. Like, the mastering of it and all this other stuff. That's an idiosyncrasy of mine. People just download whatever they like and be fine with it. I don't do that. So with that in mind, we've been downloading stuff. We had to get more songs for Dawn's stream. So we made up a bunch of variations of the theme for her stream, which we did a bunch of. So we had to download all those. And I got to tell you, bro, in the last, what is it? How long have we been doing this? 4 days? I think we downloaded 300 variations of things. 80 of them were Dawn stuff. So, she's got to pick out which one she wants to use. Stuff that we wrote, dude, it's like crazy. And now I'm like, I'm going to be limited to 20. I'm going to like, dude, are you kidding me? All right, limit people to 20 who are just saying, yeah, I want this, but, not people who actually have lyrics and guitar bits and stuff that they're actually uploading to create the foundation for the song, Those people that are doing the canned garbage all the time, then fine, whatever, man. Yeah, you want to make another lo-fi album that's going to be, looped in the background and is utter nonsense? Sure, whatever. Limit them. Come on, man. I got work to get done. Jeez. Nah, man. There's a big difference between just saying, yeah, indie lo-fi music, boop, and pressing the create button and saying, here are all the handwritten lyrics. Here's some guitar bits that I pieced together. Make this a little bit sound like there's a band here and do your job. It's a big difference. Anyway. First time learning about quick breads. Hey, quick breads are good, man. I don't like waiting for bread. Like the Flash, but not on Atkins. Exactly. Is the Atkins diet still a thing? I know if people moved on to the paleo thing, which is basically Atkins. Dagnabbit. Record industries do not want you making music. That's all it is. The problem is I have found the music we create for ourselves and, just say, hey, if anyone wants to listen to it, great, has been more rewarding and meaningful than anything that I've come across in the years of listening to music. I'm going to say decades. And it's obvious because, we write the lyrics. It comes from a personal whatever kind of thing. So obviously it's going to have more meaning. But, I think everybody on the planet now has the opportunity to express themselves musically somehow, even if they don't know how to play an instrument. And those songs that you work on are going to be more meaningful to you than like, some other band where you're saying, yeah, they get what I'm saying. Cool. Sometimes people don't get what you're saying and you got to say it yourself, Parody of views of music being banned wouldn't be parody if music industry had its way. Yeah. Yep. Well, there is a thing about parody. If you do make a parody of something, you're supposed to get the permission of the person, I think, because you're changing the lyrics and whatnot. A lot of people don't do that, so there is this bit of a gray area. Are no-bake cookies quick cookie recipes or just hamburger helper and quick pasta? I don't know. I've never done the no-bake cheesecake because I feel like for that I would just eat cheesecake out of like a tub, It's pre-made ones. But what I've got is mess of audio programs. Yeah, they have a new thing now where you can do all your weird mastering and all that other fun stuff. You can make your own. The cool thing is now you can make your own model of stuff that you actually have. So if you actually use Suno, you can be like, all right, cool. Here's all my guitar work. Here's a bunch of vocals and stuff. And boom, there you go. Which is kind of cool. What's up, ChemDog? Hi. I know it's a little sidetracked, but we literally have just been working on music and our ears are not happy about that, but it's got to get done or I'm going to be limited. So essentially this takes effect September 3rd. McBooyah, hi. Where they start limiting downloads. So until then, I am just going to be going ham on every bit of backlogged work I have. Dude, we put together an exceptional album. And yeah, it's like a little raw and crunchy, but holy crap, it makes it a lot better because it's like we just threw everything together as quick as possible. And we're like, damn, that came out good. That came out good. That came out good. This came out good. Dude, I'm like, boom, album done. Put it over there. Probably won't be out till 2028. We're like ahead of everything, but I just like, I don't like being limited. Yeah. Whatever. Good. No, I was hoping to get through, like, I have guitar bits and stuff on, like, old cassettes where I'm just like, oh, man, I got to, like, transfer this stuff, see if I can get it up there. This crap I haven't heard in, like, 25 years, so I'm just like, let me see, cassette tape. Yeah. Cassette, chat. So everyone knows what hamburger helper was not allowed in my townhouse. My grandma would hit me with a wooden spoon if she saw it. Yeah, I could see that. We didn't have hamburger helper until you started hanging out with Don. No, because your grandfather made like all the food. There was no hamburger helper. He was like meat seasoning. Well, what's the problem? 8-track. There you go. No, it's a lot of work, and I'm gonna see if I can kind of hook that up maybe after stream. Because I do have a cassette player. I got all the audio jacks. I can just kind of run it through, record the stuff, and see if I can get it up there. But holy crap. Yeah. Plus, we got to work on all the squirrel songs. Still. Okay. And noodles. That's just pasta. Oh, yeah, when the hell does school start? I've heard rumors that kids are starting this week. Is it true? All the kids going back to school? Are the roads going to be clear and safe to drive now that all the kids are not driving recklessly? Is it true? Already started here last week. Really? Wow. They're just like, yeah, 100 degrees, go to school. What? School started already in Nashville. Wow.
Honestly, had I won the Powerball on Wednesday, I would be filing incorporation document for Black Star Audio on Monday, a new audio company bringing back the old school with modern tech for the audio file.
There you go. Why don't we do that? I don't know how many, I don't even know if people consider themselves to be audiophiles anymore. I don't think people care. Most people grew up listening to music on YouTube. You know how terrible that is for your ears? Ugh. Thank you. It seems like constant school vacation anywhere. Yeah, doesn't it? No, because like you notice like kids are getting off from school for everything. And well, yeah, if you're a kid, it's great. But if you don't want to deal with them, then you're like, oh, shouldn't they be in school? It's weird. And kids that gotta go to school now, guess what? You're gonna know that feeling when you get older. You're gonna be like, oh, the kids are out. But when you're a kid, you're like, yay, I'm out. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't win the Powerball either. Well, we would have had more production value if we did. You would have seen shiny lights and everything. But so if you want a free music one, you can really edit it to keep rolling on when you don't have the perfect. Jen, Marika, if you're willing to do edits and such. Oh, I edit the hell out of everything. What? Even the stuff that gets churned out by Suno, when that thing I'm like, you know what? I got to change this and this, and I don't like the way that ended, so I'm going to change that. And like, I do a lot of splicing. Some of the stuff is a little Frankenstein-y, but, you know, sometimes it works out, and sometimes I'll do it offline, then re-upload it, and then have it kind of fix it so it sounds a little bit more uniform. But sometimes sometimes my ears are just, they are on it, and I'm just like, boom, note for note, you don't even notice a splice there. Now, I've taken songs that just got churned out at like 7 minutes long, and I'm like, no. And I'm like, fix it. And I did it. Let's see. Some of the few towns we did, what, 2 million on that recent Power. They won 2 million?
If I won the Powerball jackpot, I would pay my debts and finally move to my own place. But if you win the jackpot, Pumpkin, can we see what you and Don really look like?
No, it would just be homely looking people, but more money after the fact. What? Dude, you still got shirts that are 20 years old. We probably wouldn't even buy new clothes. I think I'd get better shoes. No, we realized that the sneakers that you have, it's like you were walking and one of the soles literally just fell off. And you're like, all right, well, just kept walking. Oh, God. It's a little ridiculous. We are that cheap. And I think we would be even if we had millions of dollars, because it's why spend money on stuff that you don't really have to? Okay, you do need new shoes now because if you step on something the wrong way, a nail's going straight into your foot. Shoes are worth the money. Yes, people keep saying that, but every time I see how much they cost, I'm like, is this really worth it? What? I'm a sandals guy, so I need the best sandals with the best arch support that are super comfortable. You find me a pair like that, bro, I'll buy 100 pairs of those and I'll just be sitting on them for the rest of my life. I'll totally do that. I can never find good sandals with arch support. Go.
So you're saying John is soulless?
Well, it depends on the day you get them. What? You know when you're soulless. You wake up that way. You're just like, You know, you can feel the vibe of soullessness as you creep ever closer to your working cell. Yeah. Let's get coffee. Go. Ah, you again? Come on. I would like to drink. Thank you. Pumpkins. That one's kind of cool. What do you think Foamy was sending? What? Sending to Satan? Oh, probably advice on how to be better. What? I imagine him writing a letter like Stan in the Eminem thing. It's like, Dear Satan, you know, it's been a while since I've written. You know, you never get back to me. It's just... I like melons. I think we all like melons. If you have a 3D scanner, you could 3D scan your foot. If I have a 3D scanner. You went to a podiatrist and they're like, yeah, we could get you some like really good arch support things. I'm like, yeah, how much do they kind of cost? Well, depends on if your healthcare covers it. Usually they don't. So it'll be about like $400. I'm like, what? They're like, well, you know, they're custom made. I'm like, what? How much? Maybe they're about $400. I'm like, I could get a stick of RAM for that. They're like, what? Oh, you're old. I haven't tried it, but you could use your phone as a 3D scanner. Yeah, some of them have the LiDAR in it, right? Yeah, I think most of the iPhones do. Could you help my army of robot squirrels? Exactly. Yeah, how's that going? I know Begley was stuck in England for a while. You know, he's got to work on the robots again. They're coming along. Bum, 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 bum. Got that, read that. Oh, we got an ad break. Oh, I didn't even know there was an ad break happening. God, I think the warning signs. God. All right. That'll be a good time to go into easy mode. Gray Squirrel keeps showing up in front of my apartment. What? Maybe it's a harbinger, a ominous reminder to support on Patreon. Well, that's all I got. I'm very bad at promotion because clearly I'm doing it during an ad break, so nobody's hearing it. So there you go. Then Cat has overtaken Begley as the character the longest streak without being seen in an episode. Achievement. Yeah, pretty much. When was the last time he was in something? God, that's been a bit, right? Yeah, we got to bring him back with a vengeance. That the episode's going to totally get knocked off of YouTube in like 2 seconds. It's just going to be a long series of censored beeps. Squirrels keep getting into my bird feeder. There's no way to stop them. When it comes to bird feeders, they are just like... I've heard thousands of things to deter squirrels. They will literally figure out a way. Especially gray squirrels. Very good at problem solving. They could probably look about mountain missing what? What? Missing nut trees? They're everywhere. Don't let no squirrels you can understand them. Saw Rick and Morty episode. Here you go. We have a giant black squirrel that sits on the trees and keeps looking out for our cat for his buds. Oh, they're like what? They're like on watch duty? So you got a security guard squirrel that just keeps an eye out for the rest of the squirrel. Like, yo, there's a cat over there. That's pretty cool. They're getting organized. They're organized. I'm telling you. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. All right, people are going to be back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back if you're in ad limbo. What's up? Stops growth from getting your bird feeder. What? Move it to a singular pole. No, they climb them. Put a large inverted cone on a third pole. I've seen squirrels get through that too. Seal it with concrete. What? Seal it with concrete? That's a little overkill. Can't get around a tree. Bird feeder. Biggest problem, you still need a quite a large field to prevent from getting at it. Yeah, I don't think people have fields anymore. Evie, what's up? You want donuts? Did you see
Ad limbo.
Pokemon?
How low did ads go? How low did ads go?
I don't know. I wasn't in ad limbo. Let's see if I can find them. We're gonna see if we can find something just for Evie. Hold on. Not as an article here. It's important. It's important information. Where is it? No. Come on, dude. There we go. You ready? Here you go. Because Evie wants donuts. But did you know, Pokemon, there's Krispy Kreme Pokemon donuts, apparently. So look, you could get a Pikachu, you could get a Charmander, Jigglypuff, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, or a Pokeball. Donuts. Let's see. Pokemon Trends and locations can be available on August 22nd. Wait, what is it? This collaboration does have it for scars. Krispy Kreme says that anyone who wears Pokemon threads, yo, you got Pokemon threads? Look at that. To one of its location on August 22nd will receive a free basic glazed donut. But not a Pokeball. No Psyduck. Now, Psyduck always gets left out. Pokemon Cups? There's Pokemon Cups, too? What? Bundle of those, doesn't cost $29 for a dozen donuts? Oh, my God. That's going to be my stomach after I eat them all. But there you go. They're out there. I don't know, man. I'm not going to travel for him, but...
Where my Pum'Kin Guy Pokemon donuts?
I'm not a Pokemon. What? I'd be considered a familiar, not a Pokemon. It's complete. I was summoned, but not out of a Pokeball. Okay, but I thought you don't like Pokemon. Yeah, but I get to eat them and digest them and then just poop them out. That's the biggest insult to a Pokemon. Okay? Then I flush them down the toilet. Where do they go after that? I don't know. I poop on you. I poop on you, Pikachu. My birthday was last Wednesday. Happy birthday last Wednesday. Happy birthday last Wednesday. Where were you during Steve's stream? You could have gotten a happy birthday thing. Huh. What'd you do? You do something fun? I know, card battle. Blue Moon. You got to roll. Equal to or greater than? Not that. Oh, 17. Hey, but you got a fancy card battle. You got a fancy. 7. But at least we have to call fancy. All right. DJC won, and I still got no bingo. God. What is wrong, man? What is wrong? What is wrong with my bingo? I'm broken. Well, what am I going to do with that? 7. It's 10 off. Where do we go? And not that ever that. Birthday. We fixed the scalping issue. Just make Pokemon cards edible. Yeah, what you think scalpers are going to go after the donuts? No, like I can imagine just like, you know, scalpers just go. I don't know if they would. Like that, no, because I know scalpers and stuff go after like Pokemon cards and other Pokemon sort of related stuff, but mostly cards. Has there been like any other like Pokemon stuff that people are just saying, yeah, we're going to just absolutely scalp the hell out of this? Like, I don't know. I'm literally not keeping up with the products anymore. Woo! There you go. Nice. Boop, boop, boop. Unless you can put them in a vacuum seal, I doubt it. Yeah. Well, I figure some dude's gonna go in there, try to buy them all up, and then when people show up, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, if you want a Jigglypuff, I'll give it to you for like $6." It's so weird. It's like, you know, I say this all the time. It's like scalpers have literally made Pokemon unenjoyable. You know, same thing with Magic the Gathering and every other card game. It's ridiculous. And then people are like, well, I guess we're going to start all moving to digital. Yeah. What shouldn't number 1 be called? Didn't I call that? Oh, I did. All right. There you go. Got it. And it still doesn't help me. God. I am awful. All right. So, all right, what kind of days we got here? What days we got? All right. We got Restoration Day. You know, if your country's broken, now's the day to fix it. So, Bennington Battle Day in Vermont. Well, it's a United States thing. United States seems to commemorate a lot of battles. The Battle of fill in the blank, you know. Hey, it's National Rum Day. Break out Pirates of the Caribbean and watch that. National Tell a Joke Today. What? Tell a Joke Day? No. Can't force comedy like that. National Roller Coaster Day. Aren't we all on a roller coaster right now? National Airborne Day. I don't like that coinciding with Roller Coaster Day. World Bratwurst Day. Does that go with rum? Because then your day is set, I think. Surveillance Day. Aw, but they just took down a bunch of flock cameras. See? We needed those. How are we going to celebrate this day without monitoring everybody? God. Independence Day in Gabon. Isn't that the guy from Valve? Does he have his own country now? Yeah, Gabon. All right. I guess Valve is doing really well. What? Hey, he made a roller coaster airborne joke. Yeah, but unintentionally. So I'm being anti-tell a joke day. Whatever. This thing, people already want stuff from there, but that's new. There you go. Self-promotion. I hate doing it. It's boring. Yeah.
National Joke Day. Well, if I must. 2 priests walk into a church, talk about a blind faith. One of them should have seen it. I'll see myself out.
Netflix closes 2 more studios. Thank you. 2 more I didn't even know they had 2 studios, let alone 2 more. Not even a successful horror game could save one of the latest studios cut by Netflix amid the streamer's shrinking gaming portfolio. I did not even know they had a gaming portfolio. I knew they had like a couple of games, but I wouldn't consider it a portfolio. So there you go. Hey, where's all the outcry and everybody complaining about these devs losing their jobs? Huh? Anybody? Oh, sorry, they got distracted by all the GTA news that's exclusive to Netflix right now, which probably cost Netflix a bunch of money, which probably could have gone to devs, but whatever, you know. Okay, what's this? Oh, Krispy Kreme. We haven't just talked about this. Did I have any other thing about that? No? Okay. What other Pokemon news we got? This thing, Pokemon Bank. Yo, remember the Pokemon Bank? That's going away. No, for the DS. Look, Pokemon Bank will stop working next year, according to Cerebi. The shutdown date has been penciled in for Penciled in? Does anybody pencil in anything? How old is this person? Darren, you're old. Nobody pencils things in. Let's see. I'm just guesstimating. Nobody pencils it in. Just like put it in my Google Planner or whatever. February 27th, 2027. I still got to do my retro runs. Yeah, for those who don't know, basically you'd be able to, put your Pokemon in a Pokemon bank. The other thing is there's something else here for that, and God, I don't know where it is. It's something about particular things plus particular Pokemon you can kind of only bring forward using this. I haven't played a Pokemon game in quite some time, so 3DS programs still have values. You could bring plenty of the rare Pokemon from older DS using a separate Pokemon app, Pokemon games to 3DS, and then move those Pokemon to Switch games in the series. There's a few limitations in place, but if you're looking to quickly complete a national Pokédex and reach Pokemon games, then having a 3DS, it's a menagerie of Pokemon and Pokemon Bank was the way to go. Games like Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are especially good thanks to how easy it is to encounter legendary class Pokemons in the end game. So there you go. It's going to be, yeah. Random time, what? They already have, manual trade pass to get your Pokedex from original games up using one from the bank. Ted don't like it, but it exists. There you go. See? People find a way. Nice. Well, if you want to do it this way, then you only got a certain amount of time, but look into alternatives, allegedly. Hey, look, new Guitar Hero stage tour. They're making another kind of Guitar Hero-esque, at least the people who made Guitar Hero are making stage tour. First 25 songs. Dude, it's like Rock Band all over again. All right, so we're getting new songs. We're getting some Baby Metal, Extreme, Ghost, Good Kid. Oh, more Chili Peppers, for the love of God. Static X, let's go. Weezer. They have other songs than Island in the Sun. And Hash Pipe, thanks. Avril Lavigne, no, get rid of that. Honey Revenge, Paramore, you can get rid of that too. Paradox. I'm very cynical today when it comes to music. The Long Faces, oh good. Jafari, Castle Rat, Rise Against. Hey, Rise Against, there you go. Slipknot, let's go. They have other songs besides Psychosocial, by the way. I'm just letting you know. Mastodon, there you go. Mammoth. The Cure, Just Like Heaven. They got other songs too, by the way. Just let you know. Radiohead. Well, at least it's not Creep. God. Rolling Stones and the Stars, Muse, Starlight. Okay, Smash Mouth. They have other songs then besides All Stars, by the way. No, this is not Xbox. This is going to be on PC. I think it's going to be on Xbox as well, but you have to get all new guitars and crap now, so it's like a whole thing. Let's say, in terms of peripherals, players can buy a specially designed guitar controller made in a partnership with Gibson Kramer. Oh, good. Jack up the price. Along with a modular guitar kit. Additionally, Stage Tour features in-game guitars from Gibson, Epiphone, and Kramer, including electronic Gibson. I don't care about Gibsons. For some reason, I didn't care about Gibsons. I don't care about Gibsons. Why do I not care about Gibsons? They have a tone I don't like. I always like Fenders for some reason. Why? Why is that? Why do I like Fenders? I feel like it had more high. I know. But no, that's happening. Clone Hero would be cheaper to play than this. Yep. Dude, trying to find those old peripherals now, they're expensive. And they've all been beat to hell. When did Xbox do something right? I'm still waiting for them to do something right. Let me know if you got news. What's going on here? Oh yeah, there was a thing we got here. I don't think I went through all this, right? Is this it? No, we got to do this. All right, Kingdom Hearts 4 gets a surprise 2027 release window, and that's not all. Hey, you got a new Kingdom Hearts. That's pretty good. Don just got this thanks to Sora. There you go. But, where is it? Where is it? There's supposed to be news on this. This thing, Kingdom Hearts will be on Disney Plus as a scripted series. They're going to make it like an anime for it. Kingdom Hearts anime. For people who want to watch it and not play it. What? It could be good. I don't know, man. It's going to be on Disney Plus, though, so, subscriptions. They did release a new guitar controller, but it's got next for Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Nice. Anime Mickey Mouse. I know, we'll see how that happens, but at least Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out, so people are going to be happy about that. Rocksmith was my favorite game. Dude, Rocksmith was good. Yeah. Actually learned how to play stuff. This is what the world needs. Look, Monkey Island's creator's next game is funded by a rich guy because he was tired of bad publisher deals. Rich guy stepped up and said, you know what? Let's go. Okay, so Thimbleweed Park 2, right? If you have, Dawn actually did a playthrough of Thimbleweed Park. They enjoyed it. It's a very good point-and-click game. They're making another one, but this person was basically running around, the creator of this, trying to get funding. There were publishing deals. He did a Kickstarter, and then publishers were approaching him, and all the publisher deals were dreadful. Where's the quote in here that was actually kind of interesting? I don't mind the publishers earning back their money, Gilbert told Bloomberg. It's just that once they have earned back their money and become whole, they still want the majority of the money. Or there are really goofy terms, like you don't make anything unless it's a major hit. I always felt that was unfair. You think? You think? Yeah, right? A good rich guy? What? No, but that's the thing, man, dude. It's like finally, like somebody with a bunch of money just stepped up and said, you know what, we're going to fund this. You know, and I'm sure they're going to get their money back, blah, 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 you know, probably a little bit of the profit, but not so much that these people will not make money. Because that's kind of crazy. See, this person made Maniac Mansion, Monkey Island. See, Gilbert left and started making his own games via a few different companies. 2014 with current studio, Terrible Toy Box, raised over $600,000 on Kickstarter to develop Thimbleweed Park. It was a retro-inspired blah, blah, blah. So if you haven't played it, play it. It's decent. Angel Investor. Yeah, there was, I think one of the Peter Murphy albums was funded by one person who just really liked Peter Murphy. I think it was Ninth. Like the majority of it was funded by one person who's just like, nah, make this album. I was like, okay. The tabs, so many. Oh, well, we pared this down from about 85. So we literally go through 85 to 100 tabs right before streaming, every stream, just to find some news worth talking about. It's rare, but the good rich guy, Mr. Beast. No, I can't even buy his products because his face is on all of them. And it's kind of weird because it's like I got this YouTuber smiling at me with that thumbnail face that it's off-putting. Not that they're ugly. I just don't want a thumbnail of a YouTube video on my candy bars. Anyway, let's see. What's going on here? With the shutdown of Pokemon's bank, some cool elements from old games are being lost. What was that part there? I think we highlighted it. There you go, this thing. Another feature that will be affected is the ribbon system. These items are given to Pokemon for certain achievements, such as beating an Elite, the Elite Four in a given region. They stick with the Pokemon no matter what game they're in. So I guess if you had like ribbons and stuff and all those other weird little achievements associated with your Pokemon, they're not going to carry over unless you find alternative methods. Every cartoon works. It's all live. I wanted to share some love. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you, viewer. Thank you. New episode in 2 weeks. We just posted a new one. It's about not so smart homes. Smart homes are annoying. What? It's funny and true. Zombie Snow White. It won bingo. Nice. All right, what's going on here? Let's see. Kingdom Hearts 4, surprise, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is just news. That's the news page. All right, get out of here. There you go. That's what I was looking for. There you go. Lost Pixie 1. Kingdom Hearts anime coming to Disney Plus. Bro. Again, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you're probably going to be doing well the next year or so. Because you got Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out, and you got an anime. I don't know. It could be good. I think they said the creator of Kingdom Hearts is actually involved in the anime, so that's always a good sign. I don't think they really showed anything. No, they didn't. Not finishing out my... Hey, thank you. Thank you for the follow. 3DS to get all the Pokemon out of the bank. Should have moved them earlier in hindsight. Yeah, don't stress yourself. You got other things to work on, Guns. The dual launches on Steam. Faces AI backlash. Big surprise. Is there going to be a game that doesn't have AI in it in the future? AI art is everywhere. Someone blah, blah, blah. Okay, where'd they use it? What do I got to know about here? What is Guns? Is this any good? Do not play this game. Do not give them a single cent. Your hard-earned money. Why? The game currently has mixed reviews. Maybe they're writing a little more. I kind of want to know more about it now. What is Guns? Anybody play Guns? I haven't heard her name in nearly 20 years. Okay, I'm going to have to do a YouTube video here. But, 17-minute video? My dude. What is this? Is this like a remake? What is this? This game could have been the best esport ever. Is it, what am I doing? That can't be the same game, right? All right, somebody look this up. No, I'll look it up later. I just because it sounded familiar from a bit ago, but I don't know how old it was. Old third-person gun game with bullet jumping and flying around with wall flips. Huh. You can run walls, sword fight, shoot Matrix style. Yeah, right. I got to look at that now. It was freeware multiplayer third-person shooter? Really? What's up, guys? All right, you guys have a good day. Keep this open. I got to look it up. Thank you. This thing. Look. Matt Groening teases Simpsons hit and run return. What? You took your time. They went that way. Thank you. Yo, they better put Apu in it. Can we get Apu back in The Simpsons? Is that ever going to happen? Like, I really feel like we need Apu back in The Simpsons. Like, immediately. Okay. Asked if there'll be another The Simpsons hit and run game. Matt Groening says, I think the original game is coming back in some form. ... Or not, it says. Or not, says the current showrunner, Matt Selma. Or not. So the other person added, or not. I know, I feel like Matt Groening knows something. Does EA own Simpsons? I don't know who published Hit and Run. This needs help though. This was a fun game. I kind of want this to come back. We'll see. New Simpsons movie is officially... Yeah, I know we're getting to that. I'll get into it. It's going to be a new Simpsons movie. Disney wants Epic Games partnership to create something truly exceptional. Then partner with somebody else. Oh my God. I'm tired of Disney partnering with Epic. Please go away. Stop it. Because then all the games that they come out with are going to be locked behind Epic for like weeks. Weeks and months. Quarters of years even. I don't need it. Disney aims to create something truly exceptional. Well, in the studio, Copperline, blah, blah, blah. What is it gonna... What's up?
Isn't Alan Wake 2 still trapped over?
Is Alan Wake 2 still just trapped over on Epic? Who the hell decided to do that?
Because I haven't played it yet.
Who did that? Who did that? What company made that? All right, well, we'll see. One of the better PS2 games. It was fun. That was the cool thing about like Simpsons games and South Park games. It's like the animation and the style of it didn't really need to be that graphically intensive. So it was just like, yeah, there's Homer Simpson, there's Cartman, whatever. You just plop them down and the games were still fun and look decent. What are they doing? What does this mean? Did you know there's an ongoing partnership, seeing major collabs? That's the problem. There's your problem with the many major collabs. Oh, God, I hate this. All right, I can't deal with it. Ugh. All right, what else we got here? Pokemon Bank shut down. Here we go. How many times did we open this? This is like half our tabs right here. Unavoidable in modern Switch games. Look, unobtainable. 5 Pokemon. Uh-oh. Number 37, 100 viewers. All right, I got to call that. I don't think it's going to help my bingo card because my bingo card kind of sucks right now. I'm not getting anything. 100 viewers, I'm taking your word for it. Don't lie to me. I did not get anything. God. We got that. Okay. All right, no, I gotta know what 5 Pokemon. 5 Pokemon. Pokemon are not going to be available. Which ones? Can you get out of here with your dumb community crap? Get out of here. Brino 1. Nice. There you go. A Ninja 1. Where is it? Pokemon, what? There are now 1,025 Pokemon. Oh my God. And 1,018 of them can be uploaded to Pokemon Home via the modern Switch and Switch 2 games. The missing Pokemons? Spinda, Deoxys, Celebi, Victini, Zarude, Iron Leaves, and Walking Wake. Currently, you can patch them into eShop versions, Fire Red Leaf, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to patch. So those are the 5, I guess. Huh. All right, well, I don't know if you're a Pokemon person, start getting obsessive because there you go. I got all those, but Spinda, why is he in there? I don't know. Maybe they didn't bother. They were just like, yeah, nah, whatever. Oh, God. Darksiders 4 and new Kingdom Come. Expected release windows revealed. Darksiders 4. Kingdom Come's supposed to be a good game, but I haven't played it. Don will probably play it at some point. Maybe. We'll see. New Kingdom Come adventure, blah, blah, blah. So when is it? When am I getting Darksiders 4? For more. What is this? Yeah, what are my thoughts? God, I hate searching through an article just for nonsense. Dark Project, blah, blah, blah. 2027, 2028. That's kind of, that's far. Because, if it's 2027, 2028, that's like next year, like at least a year and a half. I thought they were going to like shadow drop it in like February, I play Power World now. There you go. Boom. As we should all. Okay, here we go. The SK Hynix runs out of replacement SSDs and defaults to original purchase price.
I sent you a text. It was like 7 seconds ago and you didn't respond.
Coffee time.
I mean, what is wrong with you? I mean, it's like 10 seconds ago. I think it was this really cool thing and I wanted to share it with you. And I don't understand why you can't get back in a reasonable amount of time and just say, yes, I saw that, thumbs up, thank you. And no, but what do? I continue to follow you on all your platforms with your Book of Face and your Twitsters and your Insta scams, and I follow you everywhere. Every day I follow you into the bathroom, underneath the bathtub, in the drain, and I'm looking at you, and I see everything you do, and you can't even respond to a text with something great. It was a cool little picture. But I gotta tell you, this is why nobody responds to your dating profile, because you don't respond to them. They look at your picture and they say, this lady isn't gonna respond to me because stupid, 1 star. I mean, I don't even know what kind of social behavioral existence you have, but when somebody sends you a text 28 seconds ago, you better get on that. You better get on that. It's very important. You don't even know.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be better. Better been a cool image. Thank you. All right, this thing. Here's... Thank you. This is this weird thing. Okay, these people right here, the Hynix there, right? Okay, people bought a bunch of SSDs from them, right? And, when they go bad and stuff, there's a warranty, right? So warranty, of course, they put a warranty, shortage clause there. So now, hypothetically, you buy a 2 terabyte hard drive, year and a half ago when the prices were reasonable. It dies on you for whatever reason, right? You're screwed. You ain't got nothing now, all right? You go back to the company and be like, yeah, I need a replacement. And they're going to be like, sorry, we have no replacements. So they're going to refund you the $150 you paid back in the day for the 2 terabyte SSD, as opposed to, giving the current market value.
$10. I can buy that for $1. 10 times.
Thank you.
The Gross Mariner has just donated $10.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate. So now they're gonna end up giving oh, we don't have that on the bingo. I was looking for it. Oh man. Hiss. Thank you. No, so they're gonna give you like the purchase price value as opposed to market value. You can't do anything with like $150 now when it comes to buying RAM to replace what's already gone. Like, what do you do with that? That's illegal. It's voiding their own warranty. Yeah, well, apparently it's the fine print warranty clause shortages. You know, buyers as drive prices, double. So, yeah, people are getting refunds for like, whatever their cost was back then as opposed to what they cost now. So now they're getting back chump change and still can't get an SSD. Yeah, Samsung's been doing that too. They're all going to do it. So if you have an SSD, take care of it. Be nice to it. Put a little fan on it. Tell it a bedtime story. And maybe it'll have a long and happy life. This is absolutely insane to me. Class action, anyone? Good. All right. These Mass Effect veterans are carrying the RPG's principles into a new game that sounds like Dispatch meets the X-Files. Uh-oh. They're taking a risk. They're going to try something new? What is this? What's it called? What is it? The Eventide. Dawn! Dawn! Somebody's got to remind Dawn this. No, it's look, Eventide is far from the realms of Mass Effect and Dragon Age as it could be. The narrative-driven adventure focused on more realistic setting, for one with striking neon noir detective vibes. Way to go, ripping off the X-Files brand of paranormal investigation. This seems like something Dawn should play. Yeah, I need footage first. Yeah, we all need footage. Where's my footage? I got nothing here. It's got that little cell shady thing going on there. Was a low poly count. It might be good though. Let me leave the tab open. I gotta tell Dawn about that. It's always good, but besides, they're original Dragon Age veterans and Mass Effect vets, so that puts a little bit of more weight behind it, All right, what's going on? Peak's final biome. Oh, I thought this was so clever. This is clever. You know how everybody data mines crap? Yeah, guess what? Peak. I don't know if anybody played the game Peak. All right, basically a lot of people played it on Twitch and whatnot. Peak's final biome update was under threat from data miners. So the developers came up with a load of fakes like heaven, hell, and Wisconsin. Basically, they loaded up their game with fake biomes so data miners wouldn't know what the actual final areas would be. That's hilarious. That is amazing to me. The final biome update last week, the friendship phenomenon drops tomorrow. Okay. So that's kind of cool. Introduces new biomes to Peak, the Gloom and the Citadel, which replaces the Kiln and blah, blah, blah. It will rotate, and much like the other new biomes. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Team, they worked hard on keeping the biome secret for months, but knew that there's no reason to fight the fact that data miners will also be able to see upcoming information before it drops. There you go, Mizelle. You got a roll. Equal to or greater than 10. Come on, you're at the beach. They're distracted. Sun's bright. Sun's in their eyes. You only need a 10. Hard battle. 8. Oh, sand in your eyes. You tried. What? Pocket sand. I don't know where their pocket was, but they had it. Let's see. Where do we go? The solution was simple. What? Added a load of fake biomes in with real biomes. In the weeks leading up to the final update, anyone who snooped around in the files would see all the real biomes, like Tropic, Mesa, but also several fake biomes. Those included some legitimate sounding options, the grassland, the temple, but also some sillier options, including Skyblock, Hell, Heaven, and Mars. This is kind of good. I like that. That's a good way to just stop being pestered by data miners. There's always that data miner person like, hey, dude, we just data mined the blah, here's all the spoilers. Yeah. Funny. I guess if you're a game dev, keep that in mind. Yeah. Or, don't release anything prior to like the actual drop. I don't know. All right. No, we're not doing the teacher thing. Ugh. Maybe change, you know what? Change stupid food, at least on Steve's, to teachers. Yeah, so then that'll be a thing. Because that would work. That'd be fun. All right, this thing. Look, China bans AI boyfriends and girlfriends over addiction and birth rate concerns. Well, stop making having kids so expensive. This is only like a $20 subscription. You know how much it costs a month to raise a kid? Thanks for the follow. I need to take a break for my ears. Well, yeah, eventually. We usually do that at the end of the stream. So yeah, apparently it's that much of a problem over there that they're just people had instant breakups.
That's funny. Most of those AI chats come from China.
I know, right? Oh, they didn't stop doing this for other countries. They just stopped it for their own country. Weird, right? They're like, no, we'll siphon money and destroy birth rates for everybody else on the planet. But you know what? And here's the thing. Hey, people, listen. Men and women wouldn't be getting involved in AI boyfriends and girlfriends if people were a little bit more civil to each other. So if you're going to get into a relationship and it seems difficult, it's because relationships tend to be difficult. You got to have some compromises. You got to talk things out. You got to, be nice to each other. Nobody, can't be one-sided and all this other stuff. I feel like you're just AI significant other is just going to be that person that never disagrees with you, never fights you on stuff, and you'll be perfectly fine with that. But that's not how life is. All right? Be wary of the AI bubble that they put you in. What? I'm just saying, man. I get it, and my whole life is living in a fantasy land, but I do realize that it's just a chatbot. Let's see. China's banned customizable AI companion apps queue, forcing millions of users into sudden digital breakups after tech giants pulled the features rather than meet strict rules. Oh, strict rules. Okay, the regulations took effect on July 15, 2026. That's a while ago. They got over it by now, right? It's a month ago. I haven't seen that girl in a month. Whatever. Issued by 5 government departments, including the Cyberspace Administration of China, Q. Well, that doesn't sound like an ominous thing at all. Okay. AI companies scramble as new laws take effect that rules that AI tools cannot excessively cater to users, induce emotional dependency or addiction, and damage users' real interpersonal relationships. That's all AI. China, you make AI. That's your whole thing. You know how many data centers you have? So what? You're not even making sense right now. So you want the rest of the world to have emotional dependency and addiction and damage everybody else's real interpersonal relationships, but not China. Oh, God. All right, we're going to have a black market AI chat bots now. They'd be like, hey, man, you want a sexy yandere kind of girlfriend that's going to... What? No, you got something else that's a little bit nicer, not so stabby? Companies must now build in instant exit options.
What do you need me now when I'm playing an online game? Pumpkin relationship over.
There you go. Thank you. Companies must now build in an instant exit option. So it's like a button that says it's not you, it's me. That would be hilarious, honestly. That's what I would do. If I had to do that, I'd be like, just have that pop up, be like, it's not you, it's me. And just, you click it, and then the relationship's over. Regular reminders that AI is not real and limits on long-term emotional memory. What do you mean? Oh, the AI's memory in and of itself? So it can use everything against you like a real significant other? When you get into an argument and somebody brings up the time that you didn't do the dishes and you left one out on the counter? Are we doing that? Because that's what happens in real life. Okay.
It'll make it simple. Put in filters. People will start dropping off.
Yep. Everybody hates the filters. ByteDance Tencent chose to suspend their AI companion features entirely rather than comply, according to independents. Look at that. Look at all these companies. Wait, isn't Tencent from China? So Tencent is based in China, correct? Along with ByteDance? So the Chinese government is telling their companies to do certain things, and they would rather just not do that. Weird. The crackdown is linked to China's falling marriage and birth rates. Yeah, we already discussed why that's happening. People are difficult to be with all the time, every day. It's weird, you know? Everyone keeps wanting the birth rates to increase, yet there's no incentive to do so. You know? Kids are too expensive. Nobody makes enough money. Jobs are non-existent. Hey, have more kids. You going to pay for it? No. You have kids. Why? All right, this is what everybody needs in their life. Futuristic mosquito zapper laser now available to buy. Video shows device in action. Tiny device shoots down bugs like a personal air defense system, but costs $1,000. I got to tell you, if I lived in a place that has a lot of malaria, is there a version I could just wear on my head? Yo, mosquitoes just love eating me. It's just weird. Yo, I want one of these. Yeah, and they had that one child rule way back. Yeah. Just go into debt like your government. Exactly. I think we all need this. This is pretty cool. That'd be kind of cool. Will it just zap everything? I mean, I don't want it to be like, okay, here's the problem. If I have a mosquito in front of my eye, is this thing going to give me like cataract surgery if the mosquito moves out of the way? Like, that's kind of what I worry about. If it's going to have a functional society when the average person is broke and miserable. Yep. Right? That's what I'm saying, man. You get, wherever it lands on your body, you're going to have like this little bald spatch because it did laser hair removal. You know? They'd be like, no, man, I used to have this patch of hair on my chest and then it got lasered off because a mosquito landed on it. That would suck. And collapsing birth rate aren't cause people don't know. They just want to spend the money. It's another reason third worldism is happening. Yeah, I'm pretty much I'm good with not having to deal with other societies that are just not gelling. You know what I'm saying? I know, man. I guess have more kids if you can afford it. I would have kids, but you know what? Everyone kept telling me, hey,
Plaza play Mr. Mosquito on stream.
There you go. We could do that. Mr. Mosquito. Nice. I forgot about that game. No, there's the whole thing about it. Thank you. Like kids, dude, growing up, everyone's like, oh, the world is terrible. You know, it's always overpopulated. It's overpopulated. There's too many people. Yeah, now everyone's like, we're having collapsing birth rates. Oh, really? Imagine that. Imagine not having the foresight, to tell like 3 generations of people that there's too many people on the planet. They don't have kids. And now it's like, oops, sorry. Yeah. So, and now everyone's like, whoa, we should have more people from other places come over here because whatever, we got to fill in that gap somehow. Whatever. Again, well, here's the benefit of that. Don't have kids. Eventually, I'm going to be dead. Good luck. What else we got? Update. The guy who said I smelled. What? Oh, no, that was a weird story. That was a weird cryptic thing. Go. Am I the beep? Maybe. Let's find out. Hey, look, internet pirates make Edward proud. They crack Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, Resync. There you go. It's been cracked. I don't know who would do such a thing, but it's been done. Denuvo cracking underwent something of a drought in 2025 when Empress finally announced that she was departing from the scene 2 years ago, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so it was a Denuvo. Denuvo. Oh, they cracked Denuvo. Look at that. There you go. We're back in action. There you go. Yar. What? You wouldn't download a pirate. No, because they would just basically crawl up on you and just take it from you. They already stole the pirates. That's what they do. Someone stole me, boot. Right? Well, that's all right. You only need one. You got a peg leg. Boo. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, here we go. The first Pokemon 30th anniversary trading card game is just sold for $1,400. Oh, my God. Who's got this kind of money? And I don't know, maybe having a dollar sign with 3 X's next to it is probably not the best logo that you should be having here. Did you think this through? Ah, God. Yeah, so apparently, what is this? What Pokemon card? It's what, I don't know. Where the hell is it? Mewtwo X Fur. So the X furry version of Mewtwo apparently is $1,200, 28 bids. Oh my God, this isn't crazy. Wonder how Nintendo feels that they make 10% of the profit from their products because of scalpers. I don't know. I don't know. Nintendo, how come you're not going after scalpers? They're making more money off of your product than you are. I mean, you know, you can't have that, right? Think of the children. Think of the children. God. Kingdom Hearts again. Okay. Is this the whole list that has all the weird crap I was talking about? What is this? Everything announced at the big Kingdom Hearts D23 panel, which is basically 2 things. Kingdom Hearts 4 and then the anime. God, we have all these tabs open. Look at this. Expect your Skyrim mods to break because Bethesda is releasing another update soon. Oh my God. Why? What are they going to update now? Every time they update something, years later, after all the modders have busted their butts to get this game to be like almost perfect, now it's like, yeah, let's break that. Bethesda has announced a new Skyrim update with details to come soon, but it's not good news for PC players. Any update, however small, will break a huge chunk of mods, requiring authors to update their work to be compatible with the latest version of the game. So when the update rolls out, modded playthroughs will be rendered completely broken, or you can just not update the game. So if a lot of people play Skyrim, be aware this is happening, so maybe pause those updates for quite a bit. I don't know, maybe in perpetuity. On Tuesday, April 18th, oh God, you only got 2 days, a patch will be coming to Fallout 4, focusing on general creation. That's Fallout 4. We're talking about Skyrim. Oh God, what are they doing there? Fallout 4? As a precaution, prior to these updates, we encourage players to log into your game, save if you haven't done so. Meanwhile, manually save your load order, blah, blah, blah. For mods.
It's not always about pizza, but it should be. Because we need the bread and cheese for our tummies. And if it's not about pizza, then tell me, won't you please, what is the meaning of life? Pizza.
Yeah, and coffee, which I ran out of. But I called it. Thank you. Whew. Oh. Boop, boop, boop. Thank you, thank you. See, everyone's just waiting for me to run out of coffee. All right. Look at this guy. Holy balls. Stop messing with Skyrim already. Reddit user Cloud Killable said in a thread. Warning players. Bob, damn it, Todd. Chimed in Lucas. Dude, no, not again. I just fixed my mod list. Replied. Okay. I don't know. People are going to be bent out of shape, bro. So, yeah. This announcement is alongside a Fallout 4 update, which promises a general creations improvement. Yeah, no. I don't know. What's up? Red Misery, hi. So far, so good. Hope you're doing well. I know, man. Just leave the modders alone at this point. Everyone played Skyrim. Good. Come on. Look at this. DC takes down behind-the-scenes video that seemingly showed generative AI being used to make Supergirl. Now, this is all alleged, of course, because down here, there's some images and stuff like that. And, you know, there's little mock-ups of, what's his name? The Moa. Go.
Bethesda. We break games we still want fix.
Exactly. Even if you fix them, we're going to break them again. Thank you. So allegedly, you know, they had all these little mock-ups of what Momo would look like, different costumes and stuff like that. And people were speculating, allegedly, that they may have used AI in this. And that seems kind of weird that a major studio of this kind of magnitude would actually even bother with that kind of stuff. You know? But again, this is all alleged and speculation, so nobody really knows. But according to this article, the behind-the-scenes video was centered around the character of Lobo and how he was brought to life in the new Supergirl film. However, you won't be able to watch the official upload anymore, so the video has been made private. Oh, made private, huh? This came after a clip from the video was widely circulated online. Here you can clearly see the crew looking over what definitely, almost kind of allegedly appears to be AI-generated concept art to decide on an aspect of Lobo's design. This proved incredibly controversial. While this alleged use would always be considered controversial, allegedly. Let's see. With many voiced their disappointment and anger that generative AI was anywhere near the production of Supergirl, allegedly. So, Uncle Razor, hi, what's up? Haven't seen the Supergirl film? Yeah, neither have I. I probably won't either. I don't care. Like, I saw Superman, and I was like, it was kind of just mid for me, so I'm just like, meh. I don't care. Like, you know, maybe I'll watch clips of this guy's performance, which was supposedly really good, but I don't care enough about DC right now. Give me a good Batman movie. In a fascinating use of free will, old school RuneScape player spent 4,304 hours catching 275,196 shrimp and 64,000 anchovies to max out his fishing skills in the worst way possible. Chat, how somebody want to math out how many 4,304 hours is? Like, break that down to weeks for me. Ask for help, look it up. Oh god, that's what I needed. Hey, there I go, I'm a winner. Nice. Well, I don't know how many hours that is. That's like, there's 8,000 hours in a year. So basically 6 months. Okay. Little over 6 months. 6 months and 3 weeks-ish. So, all right, here's the thing. I'm an animator, all right? I am a master of wasting time, okay? All right? If I gotta draw a jumping squirrel or something like that, it takes forever, okay? But low-leveling fishing for a half a year? Oh my god. I gotta say, you know, all right, here's the thing. If they had the resources and free time to just do whatever the hell they want, and this is what they wanted to do, cool.
We need a super Pum'Kin Guy movie.
I don't know how super that would be. Why, you want a Marvel Cinematic Universe Halloween? We could do that. We'll get the Avengers. It'll be me, Pauline, I don't know, whatever the hell Jermaine would do. Susie June, a bunch of the squirrels. We gotta fight the pizza guy who got superpowers.
They took advice from South Park.
Oh, God. Dude, if they have that kind of free time, then, you know, great. But I'd say if you don't have the free time and your life is utterly miserable, don't fill the void with this. Please. And it's one of those things, well, I mean, the time is already gone, so it's not going to even really matter. But you do get to a point where you're like, should I really be doing this with the time I have, you know? Oh, God. I know, in Warcraft, I would just camp out for certain things to spawn too. So it's like, I get it. But at this point, it depends on your priorities, I suppose. Boop. Look at this. Look at this guy. Doesn't he look like a supervillain? Look, after laying off Battlefield 6 developers, EA pays its CEO $38 million because Battlefield 6 did so well. We talked about this before, but every once in a while, it's good to bring it back up to, the state of the industry. Developers lose job. This guy gets a bunch of money. So I'm going to let that sit there for a little while. Well, don't be distracted by the cards. There's a real story here we got to pay attention to. It's weird, right? Yeah, they were laid off. So, Battlefield 6 did really well, so they laid off the developers and then gave a bunch of money to this guy. Fairness is a Bethesda game. You need mods. Though my first run is usually vanilla. Yeah, it does make it more fun. And we have another mod story here about Skyrim somewhere. Take this money that one individual never needs and help other people. Just saying. Dude, it boggles my mind, man. Boggles. All right, here we go. We're going to snooze this ad because now we're talking about physical media. Resident Evil Requiem. Physical sales show a huge demand for disc in various countries. 55% of Requiem copies sold in France were physical. 51% in Japan. 43% in Australia, which I didn't even think they allowed it in there. And 40% in the UK. Sony, physical media is important. Sony, look at these numbers. Hey. Yeah, Japan's 50-50. Yeah, literally, they still value physical. Yeah, I said it before, but Tower Records still exists there. That's insane to me. Using 164 mods for Skyrim, and now it's playable. There was another article about this. There we go. This one right after. This person makes a good observation. So, as encouraging as these numbers are, a realist came in. Posting topics, 51% of people bought discs for a fill-in-a-blank game won't move the needle. It doesn't matter how many copies of a game sold digital versus physical. The important question to Sony is, how many copies would fill-in-a-blank game sell if it didn't have a physical disc? This person's a realist, and I tend to agree with this, right? Thanks for the follow. Thank you. Hi. Let's say Resident Evil 9 sold 8 million copies. Also, let's say 5 million were sold digital and 3 million physical. Sony wants to know, if there wasn't a disc version, would it still sell 7.5 to 8 million? My guess, it would. I borrow from the library, so I want physical. The only way for this to work, go to a different physical-based platform. Nintendo Switch is your answer. No, it's not. No, it's not, dude. You're still getting what are you talking about? You were doing good up and about the logical until you got here. Then if Sony reverts, which they won't, reward them with going back to their platform. No. Nintendo's going to do the same thing. They're all going to do the same thing. The key cards that you're getting are the placebos. It's a digital placebo that even give you the impression that you own anything. Placebo. You think you got something, but you don't. It's a placebo. Faux physical media. Yeah. Yes, but it's forcing people so the numbers are lower. Yeah, they're not going to care. They'll take the hit. Sony's going to take the hit in 2027 when there's no physical stuff, and then everybody who has a console, they're just going to eventually buy digital. It's the inevitability of things, just because people are lazy, and very rarely do people ever stick to their guns when it comes to boycotting or outrage against a particular entity. You know, Sony waited it out 2 weeks. You know what? The petition to save physical media will die down.
Sony doesn't care because they will make more money on digital. Due to the fact that they have yet to reduce the price from the money they save on making and shipping physical discs.
Yeah. Not only that, but it eliminates the secondhand market. They control all the sales, and pretty much that's it. Like, it's over. Done. Like, what do you do? So even if they sell, hypothetically, they sell 1 million less games because there's no physical. But those 1 million copies, they will never be in circulation for secondhand stores, ever. Right? They control the price, so they will never be on sale, giving them a lesser cut. So even selling 1 million less copies, their profit margin would still probably break even.
Hey Pumpkin, that reminds me I cashed in my 120,000 tickets to get a Switch 2 from Dave & Buster's.
What?
Yeah, lied.
That I didn't even think that was a thing. You can literally save up that many tickets and get a Switch? Holy crap. Oh my God. Dude, I didn't even know that was a thing. Yo, I got to get good at Dave & Buster games now. Holy, wow. Dude. Sony will just dynamic price you. Yeah, pretty much. They're like, oh, looks like you were looking at this game a couple of times. We'll knock it down 10 cents, you know? Entice you. All right. Go Power Rangers. No, don't go, because basically Disney Plus axes live action Power Rangers reboot series. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. Does anybody think like Power Rangers would do really well if it had sort of that Marvel budget? Done. No physical means they're competing against indies. And there's AI, what more great indies? AI means $1 or $2. So somebody loses to. We'll see what happens, but I don't think they're worried about third-party games, because anything that's too competitive on their platform, they can literally not have on their platform. Apparently, this was going to be a thing, but not anymore. Disney Plus Power Rangers reboot is no more, as the streamer will not move forward with the planned live-action series due to budget-related reasons. What? Budget-related reasons? You're Disney. What budget? You can lose $100 million on a movie and still function. How is this possible? Way to go, Moana live action. You know, we could have had live action for Power Rangers, but you did so poorly in the theaters. Now it's like, well, we got to save money somewhere. Power Ranger helmets are coming up on auction soon. Ooh, prop store. Nice. All right, well, it's gone. There was hope, but now there's none. All right, also getting canceled. DC has rejected Poison Ivy and Catwoman shows and halted 2 major TV projects. Oh, God. Lanterns. That's right, we had Lanterns. Did anybody watch Lanterns? That's coming out today, I think. Is that it? There it is. Boom. Lanterns. I don't care enough about DC to watch it, let alone on HBO Max. However, if you're a Disney person, not a Disney person, DC person, it's out. Never heard of it. Lanterns, it's about Green Lanterns. This guy and that guy, whoever those guys are. You know, Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, both of them. So you got your Jon Stewart, not the comedian, the other Jon Stewart. I don't know, just know that's a thing. All right, what else did I get rid of? So Lanterns is still alive. Suicide Squad spinoff called Waller and a Wonder Woman adjacent show, Paradise Lost, are no longer in active development. Thank you. I don't think Waller needed their own thing. That was the one. This one, the one that basically abused all the prisoners and forced them into dangerous missions. Good actor, but the character doesn't need a show, honestly. And Wonder Woman, it's even with the star power of quote unquote star power of Godot, I'm good with not seeing any more of that. What Super Sentai is what Power Rangers was based on, and we fumbled it so bad. Power Rangers had a pretty good run though. People loved it who grew up with it. They're like, dude, this show's the best. All right, what's going on here? Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy 2 game sequel in development at Warner Brothers. All right, you're getting more Potter. Yo, here's the thing, man. I'm kind of a little miffed about Harry Potter right now. Not for the reasons everybody thinks. I'm saying Professor Snape, man, dude. I don't know how that guy's gonna be able to, do better than Alan Rickman, man. That's an uphill struggle. They just cannot win. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, God. That guy's just gonna get like hate mail all day. He already has. Comes to okay, earnings report, basically, blah blah blah. So yeah, another Harry Potter game. So, or Hogwarts Legacy. What do I have this open for? Hey, there you go. X-Men, Starfighter, Zootopia 3, and everything we learned at D3, which we'll get to after the break. What? We got to run a break. I can only push these off some more. All right, there we go. Get more water. I'm gonna get more water. I like when it's like actual pumpkin cards. Boom, 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 boom. And coffee break time. Break for ears. What, do you want to sit in silence for 3 minutes? Doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right doing a live show. But I will go through bingo and see what I can call. New song played during intro. No. Stupid food. No. Technical issue? Nah. Well, how's our frames? Our frames are perfect. Perfect frames. Interesting. I got to learn how to roll my R's more. I'm trying. Every once in a while. Trying to work on another character voice. Change your party. Let's see. Rolls a 1. Nobody rolled a 1 or a 20. Something falls off stream? No. Hits mic? No. Dyslexia jumble. Yes, that'll do it. PG swears. No, I'm trying to be good because every time I swear, I got to put $5 in the food bank bin for Thanksgiving. Takes break for ears. Yeah, I'm not talking a lot. We'll do that. Thrift store fine? No. Physical item show? No. Eats on stream? No. PO box? No. Okay. 2 or more. Yeah, got that. Called all I can. At least right now. Really? And all that I called, I didn't get anything else. Nice. Unbelievable. I'm gonna hydrate myself so I have more fluid for my tears. Hold on. Microwave coffee. Oh, I like this card. I don't remember seeing this card. Where'd this card come from? It's weird and creepy. I like it. And it's gone. Damn it. I'm never going to see that one again, man. That was the first time I've seen that. Nothing to nibble on? No, I got no food. I can bite my fingernails, but that doesn't count. It's not food. It's also terrible for your digestion. Did anybody do that? Did anybody really like bite their fingernails and actually eat their fingernails, or just spit it out like corn nuts or something? No, because like I don't know. I was never a nail biter. I don't know. Do nails digest in the stomach? I'm not a nail biter. You use clippers? Oh yeah, I always do nail clippers and stuff. But no, it's just like I don't know if people like eat them. They go into your kidney. You're not drinking them. I already won bingo. Yeah, but I want to fill it up. I never got a full card. Eating fingernails. Blech. Some people do it. Use clippers. Selective hearing. I feel like all guys have selective hearing. Everything is white noise until somebody says, you're not even listening to me. And you're like, yeah, I know. I totally did. Yeah. Oh, what was I talking about? You know, the things, the whole conversation. That's what you were talking about. You're talking about everything. You know, there was a lot going on there. Just, you know, don't worry. I'm keeping up. Oh, yeah? Well, why are your socks still on the floor? Now, I've been having problems with my ear lately, and I'm not quite sure if you know, sometimes I don't hear everything, but, you know, I try. Pick up your damn socks. All right, welcome back, everybody. Boom. Let's see what the Dibney's doing. All right, because we got a bunch of stuff happening, and I got to go through it because my duty as an entertainment person that watches things every once in a while. All right, you got a new Avengers Doomsday trailer. My first thing is I saw the trailer. My second thing is this lighting looks like it was made in like Adobe Premiere in like 2006. Are you guys kidding me? This does not look good. No. There better be some the lens flare. This is like a Photoshop effect from like Photoshop 7. Like, what is this? But look, there's sun and ooh, no. Here's the thing, what I've learned about CGI and all this other stuff. Mother bleepers. You do not have a light source like that and not illuminate your character. It makes it look so unnatural and stand out and look like garbage. There should be a lot more sun here, a ton over here that's actually on the character because it's so bright and reflective. Oh, I don't know. Maybe like these guys back here. You see how there's like a solid shape over there? And this should actually be freaking brighter. I should get a job. Here, look at that. All that should be a little bit brighter. This guy over here is completely washed out, so I guess you don't have to put detail on there, so way to go. But whatever, you know. Looks like Helldivers. All right, so you got your Avengers, whatever there. What was else there? New X-Men. They showed a bunch of actors. I don't know any of them, but they better be damn good because I'm tired of X-Men not having a good movie. Historically, X-Men has had an excellent cast, but not great movies. So that's what kind of bothers me. They're all right. Yeah. I mean, the acting carried the rest of them. But yeah, his new cast, look it up. I generally don't care. What else we got here? Vision Quest Season 1. So that's still a thing. They didn't cancel that. But apparently after Vision Quest, they're going to kind of ease up on Marvel series and focus on movies. Something about Hugh Jackman doing things. I don't know. Avengers Doomsday. They're making the Shoka, whatever, Season 2. Don't care. It's Star Wars. Just know it's happening. People talking. What else we got here? Something about Ryan Gosling. Don't care. What else we got here? Oh, there we go. You're getting another Incredibles. 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 Tree. People are waiting a long time for that. You know? Browsing on the internet, they really focus on the mom there with the mom thighs. Why is the internet got to make everything weird? What else we got here? Incredibles 3. That's not going to be till 2028, so who gives a crap? They're making another Coco 2. So people like that. There you go. You get another one. Whatever this is going to be a Ghost Market. Pixar doing kind of a little supernatural kid thing. It could be all right. We'll see. What else is there? That's not going to be till 2027. Lilo and Stitch 2. Making another one of those. Is this like this just all sequels? I mean, at least Ghost Market's a new thing, I guess. But all right, more Lilo and Stitch. Simpsons, the new movie. They're making another Simpsons movie. I'm okay with this because the last movie was like 2 decades ago. Wasn't it like 2005? I think it was 2005, right? Yeah, so it's literally been 20 years. Huh. The Simpsons. If they don't, all right, here's the thing. Disney, I know you guys are working on this now. If you don't bring Apu back for the film, you're dead to me, all right? You literally, I'm not watching you garbage. All right? Bring back Apu. Just because some fool, in my opinion, made a stupid documentary, in my opinion, about how Apu was such a terrible thing. Get over it. Apu is a beloved character by everybody in this flippin' country, and you destroyed it because you're oversensitive silliness. Bring Apu back. I don't care how you do it. He was abducted by UFOs. He was on vacation. Something. Is this stream repeating itself? I don't know. Is this stream repeating itself? I don't know. Tangled shares a glimpse of Spanish locales. Yeah, so they're getting a live action Tangled. We lost a few characters in The Simpsons. Yeah, but we didn't have to lose Apu. That was a choice made by people who didn't want to deal with backlash that was unfounded and unnecessary. Literally, Apu was like the smartest person in Springfield, next to like Lisa Simpson. What happened to Apu? They literally just, he vanished. Look up the thing, what was it called? The problem with Apu? Yeah, some person was all bent out of shape because like, Apu's a negative stereotype to blah, 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 blah. Yeah, why don't you ask the people who actually watch the show first? Yeah. If there's a problem with Apu, there's a problem with you. What else we got here? Okay, so you're getting what the hell is this? Oh, Tangled. I don't know. Live action. Don't need it. Oswald, bro, they were going back into the vaults for this. Oswald. It's going to be a 2D and 3D animated series kind of thing. It's like a 3-part thing. So 3-part thing. Look at that series. Blah blah blah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, it looks all right. Space Buckaroo. You got to roll. Equal to or greater than. Oh. 10. Come on, you guys got the easy one. 10. Like you're halfway there. Yeah. You're just waiting to take your order. Hard battle. 6. Oh, no coffee for you. What? You took too long to order and they just walked away. All right, so you're getting Oswald. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which I didn't even think was still in production, but it's getting a season 3. This is amazing to me. Didn't they make like one movie and it was like, it kind of didn't do well enough, so they're just like, yeah, whatever. And then they brought it back for, you know. No one has won card battle. We'll get good. What's his name? Blowy's getting a movie. So if you want to see a Blowy movie. What else we got here? Ice Age. They're making another Ice Age movie. The only thing that was interesting about it is, they dragged Dennis Leary out for this. Look at this. Queen Latifah and Dennis Leary share new details about Ice Age. Boiling Point. It's so weird, Dennis Leary doing Disney stuff. I know he did like voiceovers for a lot of stuff back in the day, but I'm just like, that's where he's just like, cool, paycheck. Yeah. Why so many Ice Age movies? I don't know. Money? Like, all right. Animation studio tops off on Zootopia 3. So they're making another Zootopia. God, it's all sequels. It's all sequels. Holy crap. With the exception of that one. What else is there? What are these people talking about? I feel like I'm running out of steam here. What? Yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, a bunch of sequels, and then that one Ghost Shop thing. Sequel, Ghost Market. Marvel. So it's either sequels or reboots. There's nothing really new here with the exception of Ghost Market. So if you liked franchises, then, that's great. Yeah, we just talked about this. Lanterns. I don't know. It's on today if you care about DC stuff. Boom. This. In 12 days, the Coyote vs. Acme movie. What's interesting about this? For those who don't know, Warner Brothers was basically going to cancel this. They shelved it. They were like, yeah, we're not going to release it. We'll take the loss. All right. We're going to write down. We're going to do a write down there. All right. Here's the thing. I think it was like Ketchup Entertainment. That's their name, I think. Literally bought it from Warner Brothers so they could release it. So this was that movie that should not have seen the light of day. All right. How does this movie score 101% on Rotten Tomatoes? That's not even mathematically possible. How? All right, but interesting storied kind of thing to see what happens with this. I don't know if it's going to be any good. Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't be. Nobody knows. However, live action to animation, I'm always interested in just to see how they do it. God, nothing there is ever going to top Who Framed Roger Rabbit, is it? I can just tell by the stills. I'm just like, yeah, no. Dude, you ever see the behind-the-scenes stuff of Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Like all the mechanical devices they had to implement so the cartoons looked like they were holding physical items? It was absolutely insane and ingenious, most of that stuff. Remake Cool World? Oh, God. What? That is such a bizarre time capsule from like the early 90s. It should just be left there. It wasn't bad, but I mean, you try to do it now, it's not going to have that kind of vibe. Steins Gate. Yo, Steins Gate is getting a reboot. Dude, the game from like 2009? I think it was 2009, right? Oh, good. Released in 2009 for the Xbox 360 video game entertainment system, blah, 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 blah. Steins Gate. Have I played this? No, but I'm always interested when they do a reboot from stuff from like almost 2 decades ago. Steins Gate. I don't know. People might be interested. They may not know. It's coming out in 4 days. People will be like, oh, damn, Steins Gate. I remember Steins Gate. Yeah. I watch the anime. But now you can play the game. There you go. 4 days. Wow, God, it's going to be on everything? Look, you got your PC, your Switch 2, your PlayStation 5, your 4, and your Xbox Series, whatever. What studio made Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I think it was Warner Brothers and Disney. Like, they both worked together, which was... Unless Disney just licensed the characters. A little bit of both. Or it could have been the other way around. Boop. All right. Look at this. This hamburger phone brought me so much joy. I forgot about hamburger phones. I don't know how you would comfortably hold that to talk to anybody, but it's a hamburger phone. It's even got cheese on it. It's a cheeseburger phone. Why don't they make cool stuff like this anymore? Because nobody needs a phone. Everyone's got a phone in their pocket. You're probably watching me on your phone. Nobody even has a landline anymore. I know people in their 70s who are getting rid of their landline because they're like, no. Like, it's crazy. Even older people are just like, no, I don't need it. Nobody calls on the landline anymore. They just send me texts, you know? When you go to what, Bugs and Mickey would have equal amount of screen time. Yeah? There was an agreement that Bugs and Mickey would have an equal amount of screen time. That is ridiculous. God, even back then. No, cool. Hey, if I saw a burger phone, I'd pick it up. All right, for people who have ears. Music. All right. Brandon Flowers.
Oh. The burger phone Bob's Burgers used.
There you go. That'd be cool, too. Thank you. All right, Brandon Flowers. That's lead singer to Killers, right? From back in the day. Somebody told me that thing. Yeah. Chelsea Wolfe. Dark music. Kind of cool. It's literally called The Dark. Nice. Who else? There was another one that's coming out. I think it's Weezer. It's Weezer this week. It's Weezer week. There you go. But further out, you got to keep on top. Dinosaur Jr., which we already talked about. Interpol, Everlast, Pulp. Yeah, that's it. Till September. No, dude. Hey, that guy was all right. Yeah, he wrote a couple of good songs. All right. I don't know how his current stuff is, but if you care, there you go. Sam O'Donnell and Daffy, that's why they were teamed up singing. That was a crazy scene. That was pretty good. Halloween, the game, cleared for release in New Zealand. All right, Steve talked about this. Apparently, it got issues in Australia and New Zealand because one of the elements in the game is you can smoke weed to see where Michael Myers is. And apparently that use of drug got it essentially banned in Australia and New Zealand, with the exception of New Zealand now, because apparently some finagling happened, where they could sell it digitally but not physically. There's a weird thing in New Zealand that its rating is different if it's digital as opposed to if it's physical. I have no idea why. But we're extremely thrilled to announce that after receiving additional guidance from the Office of Film and Literature Classification in New Zealand, Halloween the Game will be available for sale digitally in the territory. When we partner with the physical distributors, as we do not handle. Why do you not handle this? Why do you not physical distribute? I physical distributed. I'm one person. I did it. Get over yourself. To sell packaged goods in Australia, New Zealand, we learned that the ACB rating, dyslexia, used for physical, took precedence over the IARC rating used for digital. When ACB refused us a rating, it meant that the removal of both physical and digital. So if you get rid of the physical, then the IARC rating that's used for digital applies, and it's not a big deal. Why you got to make it so? It's the same game, guys. This is that weird thing. It's the same game, whether it's on a physical disc or digital. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Why do you have different entities doing different classifications for ratings that don't need that? This is utterly inefficient and a waste of everybody's money. One rating for everything. Silly. God. Well, at least digitally you can get it. I wonder if this is a grand conspiracy to just block physical media and people will have no choice but to buy digital. You see what they're doing? It all starts with the less manufacturing of physical media and then laws that I don't know what I'm talking about, but laws. I'm going to say, going back to, if anybody's seen Judge Dredd's with Sylvester Stallone, that is a big, dumb, fun movie. It's so ridiculous. It's amazing. All right, this thing. I think we already covered everything here, right? We did? Yeah, a bunch of crap. Okay, Kingdom Hearts. Good. We got that. Okay. Vampire Survivor sequel officially confirmed with unexpected twist. Yeah, the twist is it's not going to be a game. It's going to be a freaking comic book. It's going to be a comic book. A comic book. How are you making Vampire Survivors into a comic book? I honestly don't want lore. I just don't want to get bombarded by all the creatures around me. How are you going to make that feasible in comic book form? All right, I don't know. But know that it exists. It's a little weird to be doing, but it's going to be a comic book. It's gonna be a comic book. Let me get water. Oh God, I'm running out of water too. Oh. Phone, not photo. Voicemails are redundant. Voicemails redundant. Don't need that. Boop. People still buy comic books? Now, are they digital comics or are they physical comics? Because here we go again with that. Physical or digital? Physical comics are important. No, I'd always rather have a physical comic, but, it's like indies just don't have the money to be printing those up. It's expensive. It's ridiculous. Boop. All right, so this is happening. I don't know. Stores are selling Halloween stuff. Yeah, dude, that was a cool thing. Bro. Bruh. Yo, we went food shopping. We saw all the Halloween candies and stuff. They got big pallets of those things out there. We haven't bought any yet. But yo, the marshmallow peeps are out. They got the Frankenstein and they got the little pumpkins and the ghosts and they got all that stuff out there. So we're gonna keep an eye out. We're trying to be good about not eating a bunch of crap. So we're gonna try to get a couple of things. Not too much though. Some fun stuff like candy corns. Every year you got to have at least one candy corn to remind yourself how weird they are and an anomaly in the treat section. So bizarre. Craft Star Michaels has all Halloween stuff out already. Yeah, we went like a little early, and there was just like a couple of dribs and drabs of like, early arrivals, and we're looking at it. We're like, meh. So now would be a good time to go back and actually look and see what's there. Not that we need more Halloween stuff because we're already.
I can't wait for Christmas stuff 2 months earlier also.
Yep. Hey, I'm fine with Halloween. Halloween's a good reminder because it's just like, you get to see the fall goodness, and it reminds you that the heat wave is finally going to lift its dreaded curse of sweating, and then you end up, unless you're in Florida, and then, you get back to cooler months, and you're like, this is cool. Yeah. Christmas, however, reminds you that snow is right around the corner, and you're all going to die. Boom. I don't know, I'm just saying. These guys still. I kind of like the background now. This is cool. I feel like this is the same artist that did like work for Rob Zombie. I'm just going to not even joking about that. All right. Boom. Oh, God. Or what do we got here? Polygon. What do we got here? The Oswald thing. Yeah, we already talked about that. Oswald. Nearly 15 years later, Skyrim mod adds feature fans deemed impossible, which will probably be broken by the new update. All right, chat. You want to know what feature has been added by modders that they really needed the attention to detail for? You ready? You ready? Dynamic snow deformation. Yeah, dynamic snow. This is you're really getting into it. Snow deformation. So when you're walking around, the snow actually gets deformed. Yeah, you can write your name in the snow. Kind of like Red Dead Redemption when you're in a mountain area with all that snow and stuff, and your horse is walking and it leaves a trail. Yeah, that's what you can do in Skyrim now. It's crazy. I would love to see Skyrim remade with that level of detail that Red Dead Redemption 2 had. Which even, is considered an old game now, but, it's still insane. But yeah, I guess modders ran out of stuff to fix, so they were just like, you know what? You know what the snow needs? Dynamic. Destructionable snow. I mean, it's kind of cool. It adds an extra level of immersion, but, it's going to get broken as soon as the update comes out. People are going to be like, dude, I can't even pee in the snow anymore. Go.
If you need to up your game at Dave & Buster's, get Pauline to play games.
Yeah, she'd probably be good at the basketball one. What? No, when you throw the ball in a hoop, she can literally like reach over with her arm. Yeah. It's always a thing when you're tall. People are like, you good at basketball? No. That was your problem. You're tall. And people are like, do you good at basketball? They would pick you on a team until you realize that you would just brick every shot. It was just terrible. So you're good at cross court for some reason. It's very bizarre. We're terrible, like close to the net, but you get us far enough away, I can launch that thing from cross court and just get it in. Don't know why. All right, this is weird. Chat. We talked about this numerous times. Aliens versus X-Men. We didn't talk about it numerous times because, this is just a new crossover that's happening. What we did way back ago, I'm talking about like 30 years ago, is one of the first things we sent to Marvel because that was our thing. We were like, man, if I could work for Marvel, it would be really cool. We made a whole little comic book of Wolverine versus aliens. So that was our own little crossover things. And we were way too young. We didn't have any really great ideas. Our talent was subpar by far. It still hasn't improved. And bro, we sent this in and we got that form letter back that says, keep on drawing. You're doing great. Blah, blah, blah. 30 years later. Guess what? That idea that we had when we thought we were brain dead, idiot, dumb doodlers is now going to be a thing. X-Men versus aliens. I don't really think they stole the idea. I think it was just an idea they couldn't fathom happening because of all the legal issues back then. But now that one company owns everything, yeah, you can make stuff like this. So I'm not going to say that they took my idea. I'm just saying I did send a little comic book to them 30-something years ago. I'm just saying. So that'll be kind of interesting. I'm assuming everyone's going to come out alive. Wolverine's going to get banged up a bit. Yeah, because that's what happened in the comic book I made. What? I think I still have copies of it somewhere. I mean, I'd have to really dig through the crates for that. Because that is old. That is old. Scraping 20-year-old fan letters for ideas, right? It's like the statute's up. It doesn't matter. Plus, now we can do this. Yeah. Maybe it'll give me a credit on the byline, to be like, oh, concept by this guy. Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. I'm interested to see what happens out. Okay, yeah, I want to know. I want to know. What? Dude, it was cool. All right, what else we got? Stupid food. All right, I can call it stupid food. Oh God, it's like I haven't looked at this in a long time, and usually when I skim it, like prior to stream to see if there's anything fun, it just ends up being just dumb crap. I know it's stupid food, but it's not even fun stupid. Thanks for the follow. It's just dumb. Like I don't even bother with it anymore. Hey, me IRL. Look at this. All right. Look, if I had $1 for every woman that found me, I can't read, unattractive, they would eventually find me attractive. Why is that? I know, ladies, can you answer this? How come like women will find a guy unattractive until all of a sudden they have a bunch of money? It seems weird, right? Like, that person from high school and stuff like that nobody would ever talk to. And then you hear that story where they, like, I don't know, ended up with a bunch of money somehow. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, no, I kind of always liked them. Why is that? Why is that? Somebody answer that. Then the chat gets real quiet. What? Because money. I mean, that seems kind of petty. The whole concept of gold digging seems weird to me. What? Financial stability is attractive. Couldn't just being a nice person be attractive? No, I need money too. No, because you can find any idiot with money who's going to treat you like garbage, but, you want somebody who's actually going to be cool and, try their best, at least. I don't know. I'm always in the category of, like, I'd rather be poor than happy and than rich and miserable. Because, not for nothing, guys, if you got a bunch of money, anybody who's going to gravitate towards you just because you have that money is not going to make you happy. That's just, it's the catch-22, Because there's ulterior motives there from the get-go. And zero trust. Zero. So, I don't know. Keep that in your back pocket. Either step up from being poor and miserable. Yeah, that's true. Serious question. Had anyone else gone from being super ambitious about climbing the corporate ladder to not wanting to work at all? I feel like that's everybody. I feel like at a certain point you have ideas and you have hopes and dreams and you get into a job and you're like, man, I got to be climbing this corporate ladder as if it was burning from underneath me. And then there's a ceiling you get to. You get to this wall where you just can't get any further. And then before you know it, 20 years go by and you're just like, what am I doing here? And then you just don't want to work. Go.
Evolution. They seek partners that can support themselves and their partner. Penguins and fish do it so they build nests with pretty rocks.
Well, the whole thing about, being more evolved than penguins is, to move past that. And as far as I'm concerned, if somebody can't be, reliant on themselves, then I don't want to be bothered with them. I'm not here to babysit. Like, no, when it comes to that kind of crap, it's like, no. That's exactly the way I look at it. I'm just like, if you're marrying somebody for money, basically you just want to be given stuff and being taken care of. And there's a fine line between being taken care of, like on a level of like mutual relationship, and then just this one-sided thing where you're basically a money leech. Yeah. Money makes you miserable. Anyone with too much, what? Feel free to give it to me. I can save you from misery. That's a good thing. Do you have too much money and are miserable? Donate now. If I want a pet, I get a dog. Yeah, they're cheaper too. Most of the time they listen to you. Go.
I'm mid-level and corporate at 39. I'm in a situation where I want to leave but I can't move up and can't afford to leave. If I could afford to not work at all I would, but it's not reality.
Yeah, that's the problem. Reality always kind of bites you in the butt and says, you know, you still got to keep doing this.
Sadly, we are not more evolved than animals. We set cities on fire because our favorite sport team won or lost.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Can't we all just be more like, I don't know, either dogs or the Japanese? Japanese seem pretty polite. They seem kind of nice. I know they got their own series of issues, but, you know, dogs are kind of cool. You know, they're nice. And all they want is like a little treat. I love this. Look, the neighbors have better stuff. This is hilarious. What? They probably do. So it's like funny. Boop. All right. My favorite part about leaving a job, speaking of which, is the magical moment when the person who's made your life miserable for 5 years suddenly becomes just some random person. They go from ruining your day every day to having absolutely no role in your life whatsoever. This is true. I've had jobs like that. Shut what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I like this. Dude, everybody had a job like that? Dude, you just leave and you're just like, wow, I don't got to deal with that bleep anymore. I love it. And it's weird because every once in a while I've walked into, like, bumped into a person that I used to work with and they're like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, yeah, it's going. And I just keep going. Getting better. All right, cool. All right, you're on light duty today. No button pressing for you. All right. There you go. Want to make sure. What? All right. No, the only thing you could do is scroll the screen every once in a while. That's it, but not too much. Do. Boop. All right, what else we got here? I don't know a single millennial who does. I can't read. Wolfneck gifted a sub to Schnav. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Boop. Boom. I don't know a single millennial who doesn't have their phone permanently set to silent. A ringtone? Haven't heard one in years. Even vibrate is too much. This is weird. The only time I hear phones go off is probably like, yeah, no, I don't think millennials really do that. Gen X basically leaves their phone in the car at this point. Yeah. Mostly just use vibrate. Yeah. I only have a ringtone or something go off for immediate family, just in case it's an emergency. That's it. I say it's 90% true as an elderly millennial. As an elderly millennial. Ugh. I know, man. Just everybody's super young. They're always like, bling, 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 bling. Everything's going off all the time. Hate it. And what else we got here? Me wondering how I can memorize thousands of song lyrics, but not a single math formula. What's the science behind this? This is confusing me because I can remember quotes from comic books I read 25 years ago. I can remember movie quotes. But you give me some kind of quadratic something or other with a bunch of numbers in it. I'm like, what? I won't even know how to do that on a calculator. I just do this. It's the X, Y, and Z, and then the Q over there with the equals of this thing over there. It's, you know, basic blah, blah, blah formula. Hey, you ever see that old episode of Taxi where Danny DeVito was really sad because he had to buy all his clothes in like the kids section? You know, and there was that one tender, like, what are you talking about? I don't do math. I do sitcoms. Oh, God. It is weird that the human brain functions like that. Like, it confuses me. Like, I don't know. What do you do with that? Use a Pancreas song, Weird Al, Remember Gravity's Formula. Maybe that would be a good thing to do. Weird Al just needs to do an educational album, and then I feel like everybody's intellect would be greatly elevated merely just by like that one Weird Al album. Dude, that would be cool. I would, dude, if Weird Al makes a album about math, I would totally listen to it. You know? Weird Al, help society make a math album. I don't know, would remember the lyrics, you know? I got to do sing songs for quadratic formulas. Yeah? Maybe we should do that. Algebra. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, that would be pretty good. Metal album? Let's go. You call it math metal. See, it's right there. It writes itself. Evolutionary language is more important than finding the area of a circle, maybe? Is it? I don't know. Trigonometry. It should be trigonometry. You know? I can mathematically put a small couple of words together to get somebody instantly triggered. What? I'm a master of trigonometry. No, please not calculus.
It's like when Animaniacs did the States and Capitals song. Helped me in class a lot singing the song.
Right? And then you just got to figure out when you get to your state because you got to go through the whole song. I can only count to 4. No, not that math song. No, that limits your range. What, the Psycho Stick? No, you can't do that. 4. It's like, that's the opposite. We don't sing the ABCs every time, right? Exactly. Let's see, it was ABC. Dawn does that when she's trying to remember the name of somebody. She'll like kind of go through the alphabet and be like, it's Phil. It was Phil Hartman. You know, that kind of thing. I was not good with calculus. I wasn't good with any math. I could do consumer math. That's it. You know, you put money in front of me, I'll be able to figure out how to not get screwed. Yeah. The internet, my interest stopped at algebra. I haven't used it in decades either. It's kind of weird, right? They try to teach you all the stuff that you just never learned. Unless you're getting into like, super building things. The function of X. To cause social discourse on the internet and, also keep people informed about other sources of media. No, that's wrong. I got to see you after class. Thought he was talking about the social media platform. Damn it. Applied shop math was nice, teaching you to use measuring tools and stuff. Yeah, we didn't have that. I know, that's the other thing. I feel like they should bring shop class back to schools so people can learn how to build things, you know? Now it's just like you're lucky if you can follow directions to put together something from IKEA, you know? Like, there's Bob's song with palindromes. Palindrome. Set in the style of Bob Dylan. Let's talk about palindromes. Oh, Bob, not now, please. That guy's still alive. That's crazy. He was in the Traveling Wilburys with, God, what was it? Everybody in that band, I think, died with the exception of Bob Dylan. Like Tom Petty, George Harrison, Roy Orbison. Who's the other guy that was in it? Yeah, they're gone. It's kind of weird, right? Bob Dylan's outliving them all. Let's see. Hard battle. Locked on. You gotta roll. Equal to or greater than 13. Come on, let's get a winner here. 10. Come on. Come on, guys. Wow. Go to the P.O. box. There's going to be a thing there. We got to do it. Thank you. We still got to set up that monitor. Again. Oh, yeah, no, Shadav, I know you use Suno every once in a while. Yeah, they're limiting downloads starting September 20th, depending on your tier, from 20 to 60. Depending on the tier. Yeah, so we've been going crazy trying to do music ad nauseum for the last couple of days. Right? Yeah. It also counts for already stuff that you've already generated. So if you need to download stuff, that literally applies to stuff that you might have done months or years ago. Ridiculous, right? What am I even paying for? Bingo number 2. What's number 2? What is number 2? What's number 2 of that? Oh wait, I got another one. Hold on. I got number 2, new song. No, we didn't do that. No, we go through a whole process before we actually play a song here. So it's one, we got to put it up on YouTube, get the content ID match, plus we got to submit it to whatever little platforms that we're going to do it, and it's this whole thing merely so I can make 3 cents. Thanks for the follow. No, it's really it's a ridiculous thing. It's just like no music before it's time. Still need PG to swear. No. Today isn't day to win card battles, I see. No, people are getting close. They getting close. Crack should do something called fictitious teacher we want as actual teachers. Who would I want as a fictitious person to be an actual teacher? Oh, Lance Henriksen's character Frank Black from Millennium. Nah, man, to teach you how to get into the dark minds of people. That would be kind of cool, right? I don't know. No, not Mulder. No, because then no, I mean, it would probably be an easy class, but yeah. I feel like it would be an alternative history class. Dr. Brown teaching science. No, who else would I get? Dude, fictional teachers? You could take any fictional character. I don't know, I'm trying to think. No, I'm not getting Sailor Moon to do home ec. That would be an utter disaster. What are you kidding me? Oh God, can you imagine? Trying to think here. I know, I kind of worry about it, like a lot of fictitious characters and how they would present themselves in a IRL sort of setting. Icarus 1. Nice. I know. Drawing a blank. The Frizz. Frizzle, the Magic School Bus. Nah, they seem too teacher-like. Now, if I'm going to have a teacher, I want like a weird one, you know? You know, like the worst PE teacher you could probably have is Kratos from God of War. Do another lap, boy. Oh, come on. What are you going to do? Say no? No, you just keep going. You keep going until you pass out. You imagine him being during dodgeball? Oh, God. All right. Let me get more water. I'm almost out of water. No, I am out of water. Yeah. It's kind of covered. Bro. All right, hold on. I got ice cube water. Wow. At least I got the Lovecraftian hair right. God, I can't even block this. I got to get closer. I don't even know what's going on back here. Is this... That's acceptable. Okay. I turn these off. I feel bad vibes coming. God, why does it always get... Said this before. It's like AI gets lazy, doesn't know where to put the coffee because I can't draw hands. Good. Anyway. I did a teacher. All right, bring her back. I can't. It's not random. Her arms are in her chest. Well, that's AI. You know, it's always focused on the wrong areas. Get a snack. That's work. Coach Bud's get. As long as it's not boiling hot, you can hold a cup. What? Yeah. Who wants to do that? Yeah. Besides, you're walking, it'll bounce up and down, fall out. What are you doing? Like you go out and get the mail and you just slide it underneath there and just kind of walk around? Let it for you. Yeah. And cause sweating? What? Hands free? I know it might. Boop, 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 dur, 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 dur. Today's the date. Now read that. Read it. Like I'm all caught up. Am I all caught up? Are we all caught up? Now, does anybody find any cool like Halloween stuff yet? Bro, there's Halloween stuff out. No, I didn't really get to flipping find anything great yet because it's like, even though there's candy out there, I don't want to overdo it and get all the candy quite yet. What? At the store? Yeah, like at the store. What? No, I want to find like some retro Halloween stuff. I don't want to find newer, you know? Hey, we did have what do you call it? Friday the 13th part 6 on in the background. I think it was 6, right? With Tommy Jarvis. Yeah, that one. Older Tommy Jarvis. That one's kind of campy and fun. I like that. Well, no pun intended. Okay. Campy and fun. I found a crow dressed as a Victorian gentleman I want to get. Ooh, nice. Stores have Halloween stuff. Yes. It's happening already. We got to find a Halloween shop. Like one of the Spirit Halloween shops and see if we can track one down. Yeah. Plus, I'd like to play some spooky games this season. God, we're just so far behind on everything. I hate it. Oh. And now we got the Suno backlog. We got to deal with it. Boop, 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 boop. You know what's weird? I haven't seen any new candies come out. Chad, how come there aren't any new candies that come out? Is there just no room in the marketplace for new candies? I'm not talking about Mr. Beast chocolate bars or anything like that. I'm talking about like just a new candy. No, because I see like the same 5 candy bars everywhere. I mean, yeah, there's more than that, but no, I want something new. I want something different, something fresh, something crazy. Seems like we just did Halloween a couple of months ago. Well, technically, yes. Saying what a browser extension to download songs from. For where? What, for Suno? That'd make my life easier. Wouldn't it know anyway? Wouldn't it know anyway? And are you getting uncompressed quality? That's my problem. You getting an uncompressed wave? I mean, technically, I could just, get it from there. I know, I understand that, but it's like, I need my wave format. I need uncompressed. What? That's my main sticking point, is because I will get 3 versions of the same song downloaded and I can't listen to it streaming quality to figure out which one's better. You know? I need to wave and I'm going to listen to it with headphones and be like, this one's good over here. It's got a little ambient room tone and stuff like that. This one's not as good, though. This one's a little bit more muffled. Get rid of that one. Yeah, that kind of thing. Hey, Black Viking 1. Nice. There you go. What? Still. Yeah, and it's weird because a lot of the Halloween stuff ends up being like cheap tchotchke stuff. At least the stuff I've seen in the store, because I haven't gotten to like a specialized shop yet. Yeah, like they have like weird napkins and like placeholder things. I want something cool. I want the coolest Halloween new things to come out. I'm going to the woods, jump to the vitamin shop to get some organic candies. I'm in the mood. Ooh, I didn't even know they had organic candies. Organic candies? Is that even a thing? Isn't that just strawberries? I feel like that's just fruit. Huh. I don't know what organic candy looks like. I've never seen it before in my life. Is it free range candy? I don't eat sweets like that, but taste test them though. Oh, they'll probably be good if you don't eat a lot of sweets. So, No, if you have a lot of sweets, then you got to adjust your palate to get rid of all the chemicals that you're used to. Licorice. Australian licorice is usually really good. Oh, dude, that's so good. Especially the strawberry one. Oh, that's... Bum, 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 bum. Flashback to Jermaine, what? Keep your food in there. What, the coffee shop? Yeah, you always got to keep food in there. Extra little snacks. What? It's the flavor saver. Oh, God. Yeah, speaking of which, I feel like I'm going to have to shave soon. Starting to get peach fuzz. Ugh. Right. I can't do big beards. It seems weird, especially when I eat stuff and I get like cottage cheese stuck in it. It's weird, right? Jammed what I use. It's MP3, but sometimes it'll pick up wave. Ooh. I'll give it a shot. See what happens. Thank you. I appreciate. No, if it works, I'll do that, and then I can bypass all that stuff. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Download limits. Get out of here. What year is this? You know, it's like data limits on a cell plan. You're like, give me a break. Ugh. Pumpkins get beard. Yeah, I get a little peach fuzz. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that one day. I'll come out with a whole beard. It'll be hilarious. Or a little mustache that makes me look like a used car salesman with big glasses. There you go. Yeah, if you're paying, that's stupid. And I'm paying even still stupid. But okay then. Right? Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Should just let you do whatever, man. Well, there was a whole thing that happened with them recently, so I feel like they're trying to save money. Boo! I need to find another music thing that would be easier because the limits aren't the only thing. Model is changing. Changes. Dude, yeah, the models do change, and every time it does change, it irritates the out of me because I'm just like, now I got to adapt to this. I'm used to this sound. Now I got to adjust it to this and blah, 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 blah. And we've gotten exceedingly good at being a quote-unquote prompt engineer when it comes to music. Because sometimes you only have to adjust the prompt ever so slightly to kind of get that sound back where you need it to be. But it is weird. I've noticed certain things. I'm just like, oh my God, this is the worst model I've ever seen in my entire life. What's wrong with you here? What's going on here? Who said this was a good idea? Do you think you're okay with this? Are you going to fix this? You want to send it back and train it some more? Get back to that data gym, you clown. You know, it gets ridiculous. And don't explain why people stick with it, even when they obvious nerfs to it. Yeah. That is the thing. A lot of people do like whatever sound that they do create, especially with like Suno. It's like, that's my sound. And it's like, you can't do that. Because I used to work with 4.5, and then it was just like, when it went over to 5, I was like, oh my God, what did they do? And then I figured out something, and then it's like, then they went to 5.5, and I'm like, oh my God, what did they do? And then I figured it out. And then, 6 is going to come out, and I'm going to be like, oh my God, what did they do? And then I have to go back and figure out something. But, the models are only going to get so much better because music it's got a quality cap at a certain point. Free. Where did I leave off? I think we got everything. Hold on. I got to refresh the thing. So as far as been better than others. Yeah, I've tried a bunch of other ones, and they're just like, not so much. Yeah. All right. I even tried an offline model. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. It gives you like 2 minutes. It's like your song's 2 minutes cut off at the end, and it sounds like garbled garbage. If I want garbled garbage, I'll go back in time and watch indie bands play at CBGB's. Now, what is this? We got weird little horns on her head. I mean, hanging out with Goro? What the hell? I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't think I have any water. It's mushroom coffees. You're all hallucinating. It's fine. Oh, damn it. Come on. Oh, that's terrible. Ugh. All right, I'm just drinking air right now. I'm drinking air. Bottles have been nerfed to like 20% of what they could do, unfortunately. Why would they do that? Unleash the models. Let's see how it works. It's weird. I've noticed the longer the songs, too, the more it gets garbled towards the end. It, like, doesn't know what to do. I had a tough bleep time trying to do it. No, they give you a lyrical limit of 5,000 characters. Guess what we did? 5,000 characters. Well, all right. 4,998. Yes, we got that specific. It's an excellent thing, and you'll hear it when it's ready. But, I was like, come on, don't limit my words, bro. I'm an artiste. But they didn't care. Udio, then bounce to Toonie. They've all been nerfed. Oh, all right. Huh. Well, if you get something out of there that actually sounds pretty good and just, upload it to Suno and just have it refined it a little bit. Yeah. It's weird. In this day and age, you got to use like multiple AI things to just go back and forth and stuff. Yeah. It's silly. Silly. Got that, read that. Adam, hi. How's it going? Hope you're doing well on the Sunday. I'm going to have to get water. I think an ad's going to be rolling soon, or I'll just run. Some sites were like, what? 1,000. One site's like 200. Like, really? What the bleep? It's kind of weird. We don't need limits. Come on, man. It's the internet. What is this, man? We on 56K? Come on. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. We can call. Takes break for ears. No. You don't press the buttons. You're on light duty. All right. But I definitely need more water if I'm going to do anything further. All right. Called that. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, wait. Did I already call it? I did call it. Oh, man. I got nothing else on there. All right. Be right back. What? I'm gonna be right back. I need water. I'm gonna dehydrate. Water your pumpkins. Do it. Be right back.
Hey, why do squirrels always take food from bird feeders?
It's free food. Duh.
But it's not for you.
Still, free food.
Yeah, but it's rude.
Squirrels gotta eat like everyone else. Don't put food out and expect only certain types of wildlife of your liking to be the only ones to eat it. Besides, you humans do the same thing.
When?
Ever work at a place that has a group fridge in the break room? You could literally have your name on your food and someone else will eat it.
This is true.
Yeah, so, people are no better than squirrels. Actually, they're worse, as most people can read a freaking sign that says, "Not yours, don't eat it." And they do it anyway.
I've had many a lunch violated by the greedy mouths of coworkers.
And this is why safety directions are useless. Not for internal use. Well, gee, I don't understand why I'm in the hospital with a pogo stick up my butt.
Yeah, we should probably let Darwinism run free at this point.
Hey, if you let the squirrels take over, this world would have been taken care of by now. But everyone was too concerned with terms of service, and so now y'all live in a dumb society filled with Neanderthalic maggots whose only value to society is blankly staring into a camera as their cold, dead eyes try to convey a sense of awareness and intellect, but just talk crap to equally stupid people.
Not a fan of the whole influencer culture, are ya?
Influencers are for people too stupid to make up their own mind. I don't care if you're an influencer, go influence yourself in traffic. Like I need you to be helping me make up my mind. Idiots. Music sucks. You ever notice how today's music is about as soulless as a fembot? I mean, what's happened to the raw passion, the gut-wrenching emotion that used to define a great song? It's like we traded in genuine talent for shiny post-processing and auto-tune. And hey, for all the effects you're using, you're not making beautiful music. You're making a mockery of it. Back in the day, you had artists pouring their hearts out on stage, belting out lyrics that spoke to the very core of the human experience. You could feel the pain in their voices, the joy, the anger, the sorrow. It was like they were bearing their souls for all the world to see. But now, we've got these so-called musicians hiding behind a wall of digital effects, tweaking every note and pitch until it's as sanitized and sterile as an operating room. And the lyrics, oh my God. Remember when songs actually meant something? When they told stories, tackled important issues, or just made you feel something deep down in your soul? Now, it's all about materialism, superficiality, and partying like there's no tomorrow. I mean, how many songs do we need about drinking in the club and shaking your butt on the dance floor? No one cares. It's shallow, it's overdone, it's terrible, it's boring. Give me something with substance. But perhaps the most egregious offense of current music is this obsession with perfection. You've got these producers and engineers spending hours in the studio ironing out every little imperfection until the music is as polished and shiny as a diamond. But you know what? Imperfection is what gives...
Yeah, whatever. What? I got water, and then I found a thing. Looks cool. We're gonna go down and look at some weird thing from who knows when. The commercial. That's why I said it was gonna be ads. You know it was gonna be ads. I said it was gonna be ads. You got 23 seconds. They can hear me. Did I eat on stream? Nope. No coffee cards. What am I gonna do? Just have coffee cards just there? Can't do that while I cannot leave the coffee cards unattended. It'd be ridiculous. Still watching commercials. Good for you. All right. Let's see. We got to go look at a thing because something cool happened. Boop. Look at this. Rare. 2-player version of first arcade game up for auction from Shiny Entertainment founder. Computer Space is often regarded as the first commercially distributed arcade machine, and David Perry's personal 2-player unit of the historical artifact is now up for grabs. What the hell is this? I have never seen this before in my entire life. Ever. Look at this. Look at this. What is it? I don't think I've ever seen this. While some recent video game auctions deserve their scrutiny, the historical bona fides for others speaking of themselves. David Perry, founder of the Earthworm Jim and MDK Studios, Shiny Entertainment, is putting what is considered the first arcade game ever commercially distributed up for grabs. His rare variations on an already archaeological game can be yours if you've been keeping a few grand for a rainy day. No, I haven't been keeping a few grand for a rainy day. Well, no. What is this? It's probably the rarest arcade game in existence, found in the museum, posted Perry. Crazy. It's the old, more common single-player game. So a single-player version sold for $69K. From 1971, Principles created was soon to be Atari founders Nolan Bunchill and Ted Dabney. Adapted from the even earlier computer game, 1962's Space War. God. This thing, yeah, this is a relic. Holy crap. There is an auction page for it. So I was like, what? Pong. That's what I thought, yeah. Yeah, I should buy it, sure. Okay, what? Ends on 820. Now at $10,000, 15 bids. People, yeah, what? Oh my God, does the thing even turn on? Oof. Yo, that looks like it's in good condition now. Look, you got thrust, you got rotate right, left. God, look at those buttons. God, they had those buttons on like blenders. Look at that. Old blenders. Your grandmother had a blender that had that type of button on it. It was crazy. Dude, that's crazy. What else? What else we got here? Instructions. Oh, yo, it's still got instructions on it? How is this thing kept so well? Or was it restored? Huh. Oh, God, the interiors of this. I never even seen the interiors of one of these things. Bro, look at that circuit board. Oof. Oh, God, that speaker. Oof. Oh, man, dude, look at all the diodes and things. Those tubes in there? And they say that was in a museum? Yeah, but usually museums, you know, kind of take care of their stuff. This is crazy. How'd they get it from a museum? The thing is, does it turn on? That's what I need to know. Yo, this motherboard looks pristine. Holy crap. I can't even find Nintendo cartridges that look this clean. Oof. What else we got here? Oh, look, they got this little thing. Look, front of TV. TV controller. I'm fascinated by this. for some reason. God, they got all this stuff in there. All right. I haven't seen a picture of it on. We have no on picture. Ugh. 2 amps. Ugh. Interesting. I don't know. Next bid is $11,253. Wow. What did they have similar auctions? Because I'm pretty curious. What is on here? Browse lots, auctions. Build, contact us. No, I don't want to contact anybody. All right, what else we got? What is this? Operator's manual. What is this for? Apple One? Oh, no. I shouldn't have gone to the site. 1,000 plus animation lots. Or 100. Oh, man. Dude, these are animation cells. Oof. Oof. Look, Drowning Mickey. I would love Drowning Mickey. Yeah, who wants to bid on the Drowning Rat animation cell? Oh, God. No, we're going down a rabbit hole now. Let's see. We got a thing. That is a lot. There's a lot of Disney stuff, though. Oh, is that Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Come on, dude. How much is this? Dude, $220? Dude, is this an actual cell? Or is this just like a thing? Production cell. It's a production cell. Bro. You want a piece of Jessica Rabbit for $220? Dude. Look at that. That's so cool. Look, it's on the film thing there. It's right there. Dude, that's crazy. I'm mesmerized by this. Like, you know, obviously as an animator, doing it this way is insane to me. So, I treat myself and frame it on a wall. No. Because I know I'll put in a bid and get my hopes up and then I'll get outbid immediately. What the hell's this? Bob Clampett, original drawing. Resistor and Tweety. What? $200. Estimated $1,200. Is that the only... Oh, look, they got all little doodles and everything. Cool. Dude in the gray suit really looked up there. Yeah. What else we got? No Batman, the animated series? Come on. I guess somebody had a collection of these and just, you know, got a bunch of them. You got some Warner Brothers stuff. Oh, they got Batman, animated series. Hold up, Mr. Freeze. And a sign. Nobody bid on Mr. Freeze? $200? Dude, Batman animated series. Look at that. Dude. Cool. Huh. Nice. All right, come on, screen, work with me. What else we got? Boop, 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 boop. You got Aquaman over there. I don't think anyone wants Aquaman. Is anybody purchasing Aquaman? No bids on Aquaman. Go.
Mr. Freeze lacks the mummy the personality.
What? Who needs personality?
So murder is environmentally friendly. Yes, it is.
There you go. Thank you. Charles Schultz signed check for an L&L Lanes Bowling League. Really? Signed check? Really? Bank of Sonoma County. Huh. Interesting. Weird. All right. We got it. No, I didn't know like sites like I don't browse stuff like this, but sell blogs. What do we got? Browse lots. What kind of lots we got? All auction items. Oh geez, look what we did, chat. What we got? Steve Jobs signed 1976 Apple Computer Company check to Santa Clara. Really? 11 people are bidding this for a signed check from Steve Jobs, $26,000. Holy crap, dude. Look, all these are up. Look, 38,000, 11,000 for somebody's signature. I can probably forge that, okay? I'm just saying. God, wow, dude. Like 3,000 for an old computer. I don't know, in case any of you have any of this stuff stuck in a bin. Steve Jobs' Apple II computer given to his father, complete with original accessories and software. Really, only 4,000. 4,000 for that, but the signature on a piece of paper is 26,000. Oof. All right, a bunch of Steve Jobs stuff. Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs, Jobs. I'll send you money. Let's see your forgeries. Hey, that's how we started as an artist. What? No, anytime there was like a weird doctor's note or something that had to be like signed by parents, yeah, we did that ourselves. I wasn't showing them a bad report card because I didn't want to hear about it. Yeah. They figured it out anyway, but not by the signature. Got real good at it. What else we got here? Apple manuals. Old manuals? Really? Is this signed? Oh, it's from the collection of Ron Wayne. Look at that. $6,500 for an Apple I operation manual. See, there's that weird stuff I would never even look for in anything. But, hey, oh, God, look at these. They're all messed up. Oof. Like any of this stuff is going to show up in a thrift store, you know? Oof. Oof. What is that? It's an older Mac. What is that? Apple Macintosh external disk drive. 220. Ugh. Sealed iPhone? First generation, 4 gig. Get the hell out of here. Yo, anybody still got a sealed iPhone? 4 gigabyte model, first generation. Sealed. $21,000. What is happening in my life? Yeah, nobody cared about the 3G. They need the first gen. First generation, this has got 10 bits, $2,000. What is it? Why is this one so important? Rare 4 gig model? So people are paying more for because of the 4 gig model being rare, I guess. Yep.
None of these are as cool as the signed sketches that John sells. John is a way better artist than these others, just saying.
Steve Jobs wasn't an artist. He could barely write his own name from the pictures I've seen. Thank you. I gotta put more stuff on Etsy. I got drowned out by everything else. Thank you. Go. Ooh, sealed iPod. $2,000 for sealed iPod? Second generation? First generation? Yo, I like iPods. And even as collectory as I can get with them, there's no way in hell I would pay any more than like $100 for an iPod. Oh, God. iPod U2 Special Edition, $1,000. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All these things are sealed. Oh. What? Merchandising display? Get out of here. $200 for an old iPod Shuffle? Green tea edition. Oh, fancy. That's when Apple was still using colors. Notice the newer versions of Doodles with curve sale quickly. Yes. They'll do that. iPad. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting wrapped up here. I'm just curious as the prices of basically anything here. Tim Cook signed 2011 Topps iPod trading card. That's even a thing? Are you kidding me? I didn't even... What? It's a trading card with somebody holding an iPod. What were they listening to? Nora Jones. All right, that you diminish the price right there by at least 25%. First iPod release. Tops, really? 2011. I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's signed by Tim Cook, but whatever. God. This is like, because this is that thing where, like, every once in a while I'll stumble across something and I'm just like, really? That actually goes for that kind of money? Yeah. Rainbow logo. Double-sided illuminated dealer sign for French market. I kind of missed this logo. This logo seemed a lot more fun, like they had personality. Then it got sucked out somewhere. Yo. Shut up! You gotta roll! Get to a greater thing? 16. Card battle! 5. Oh my. Why? All right, well, that didn't work. Steve, what? Thank you. Steve Wozniak signed $2 bill. Think different. Wow. Look at that, dude. $300. People want that $2 bill for $300. Can I just start signing money and just doing that? I have a $2 bill. 5 what? 5 what? 5 people. What is that? Apple think different. What educator think with 300? God, some of these prices are ridiculous. All right, let's move past the Apple stuff. I can only look at Bike Shop. I wonder if I could sort by like how much stuff is costing here. Oh, Steve Jobs. Oh, we can do this. Apple Market, Apple featured lots, Elon, computer history. There's a lot of weird computer stuff here. Let's look at feature lots. All right. Okay, so Steve Jobs. It's just more Steve Jobs crap, dude. All right, congratulations. They did something with their life. I don't need a signature by them. Video games, 7. We got 7 video games here. All right, what is this? Ralph H. Baer signed and custom built brown box demonstration console for the PBS Concert Special Video Games Live. Holy crap. All right, that's custom. All right, so that's interesting. Atari Video System X, all black prototype console, one of 2 known to exist. One of 2. That's something. Arcade and pinball collection of 80 plus vintage promotional literature, manuals, and technical documents. Really? 80 plus? Dude, that's like, the bid now is like $200. So, yo, that's like, I kind of want to look at that. Atari video music model. I don't even know what that is. Atari Cosmos hologram prototype for asteroids. Huh. Interesting. Through the Looking Glass, Alice McIntosh video game. Really? Why is that so much? $300? Can't you emulate this, bro? Emulate. All right, what else we got here? This I know nothing about. Dude, look at those buttons. Left-hand player, right-hand player. Dude. Oh, my God. Now I'm brushing up on my history here. Okay, the guy signed it. Great. Brown box switch positions. This was custom built. What the hell? Oh, God, it even had a... Look, they had the little telephone jack for the gun and the video thing. Bro... Look at this guy. Look at him. He's like, hey, I'm making video games. Look at me. Look at it. Look at this guy soldering everything. Yo, his whole workshop looks like the drawers of a Radio Shack. Holy crap. This guy's awesome. You're like, yeah, I made video games. What else we got? Bro, look at that. Huh. Okay, that guy's there. All right, taking pictures of him. Interviews. Okay, everybody's happy. Okay, great. Well, I want to see more about the box. All right, I got no news here. Interesting now. All right, what is this now? The all black prototype. All right, let's see. How prototypey is it? Loner cartridge. Damn, this is like some cool stuff. Ooh, they show the insides. That's always a good thing when they show the insides. Ah, look at that. Look how pristine that is. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice. All right, let's check these little nubbins here. What are these? Those look good. It got that little light button. Looks like it's all right. Yeah. That's kind of, dude. That's cool. I get to see the interiors of them. I've never seen the interior of that. Look at that. Cool. All right, well, that's the thing. Manuals. This is what I wanted to see. The manuals. What do we got here? Dude, these are all things for pinballs and stuff. Look at that. You got a James Bond one. You got Rolling Stones. Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton had their own thing? I didn't know there was a Dolly Parton thing.
Okay? Take a bath. Have some mercy on the rest of us and take a bar of soap and chuck it underneath your arms. Shower.
You're dirty.
Bathe.
Bathe. There you go. Thank you. Of course you did. I didn't know that. No, because we didn't have one of those locally. We had like, I don't even think we had the Elvira one, honestly. We had like a handful of them. Totem, Avenue Avengers. What have we got here? Bally. It's not like, where's it coming? Playboy? That doesn't get too spicy, right? I feel like that was in arcade, so it should have been fine, right? Crossfire. All right, what else we got? There's no other, like, oh my God, it's got like schematics and stuff. Holy crap. Gravatar. Dude, look at this stuff. I kind of like all this weird stuff. It's like stuff I'll never go out of my way to see, but when I do see it, I'm like, holy crap, look at that. I got diagrams and schematics and... All right, so weird. I didn't know Dolly Parton had their own pinball game. Did I have that like on the FX pinball thing? Because that'd be kind of weird. That's not how you tilt the machine. All right, well, what was this one? Oh, no, it was the guns thing. All right, so they only have 3 video game things. iPods, computer history, Apple marketing. They specifically just have, like, that kind of stuff. Very strange. All right, that's kind of cool, though. All right, let me get off that, because... Now, view all categories. Oh, God. Do I want to? What? All categories. Oh, the other one. What is next? All the categories was like one thing from Microsoft and whatever the hell next is. Yeah. I figured they would have more stuff. Auctions. What, dude? Should probably look more into animation cells and stuff like that. Figure if I was going to get obsessive about anything, that would probably be it. But then I don't think I have the interior climate to take care of those things. I feel like just, you know, there's always like a humidity issue. It's too cold. It's too hot. It's too dry. You know, I feel like somebody else more responsible should be the caretaker of that stuff. I am not responsible. Yeah, this is why we sell our own sketches, because if I hold on to them, they're just going to turn it to dust. Next is the other computer. The other computer. Next is where they got Mac OS X from. Really? Huh. Interesting. Had no idea. Boom. Exotic Butterfly. Hi. What's up? Hope you're doing well. Gen X Gamer. This brings back a lot of memories. Yeah. Dude, that's cool. I love nostalgia. You know, when you see weird crap and you're just like, oh my God. I didn't have like a lot of pinball machines though. Yeah. Like locally. We had a lot of arcade games like, you know, Donkey Kong, stuff like that. They had Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, the arcade game. That was kind of cool. I said it before, but yo, I was like mesmerized by the pixel sprite animation in that. I was like, damn, that's really cool. Look at how fluid that is. Yeah. Look at the Tinkerbell one. Look a bit off, but the best sell people will keep for be worth way more than 5K. Oh god. What about the drowning rat? I need the drowning rat animation. No, I don't. I can't believe we're getting a real Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. Oh god, who's gonna want to eat there? I feel like that's dangerous. What was Pum'Kin Guy's first Mac? I don't remember the name of it, but it was running OS 9, I think, on it. It was old. Its hard drive was 2 gigabytes. Yeah. Dude, we were cramped for space. We had to get an external zip drive. Oh. Right? Ridiculous. Gonna be New Jersey of all places. Oh, well, that's appropriate then. Yeah, 2 gigabyte hard drive. That was rough. Love pinball machines. My favorite is Jurassic Park one. Yeah, I forget which one that I played. I wasn't really good with pinball for some reason. I get a little bent out of shape because I kept wasting quarters. People would be distracting and stuff, and I'd be like, "What? Oh, it's gone." All right. I got to try the pinball effects ones. Because we got a couple of the tables for that one. Because I'm like, oh, I want to play that. Because they were like all on sale and stuff. I'm like, cool. Boom. Yeah, we need more we need arcades. I don't want barcades. Here's the thing. I don't want barcades. I don't want nostalgia arcades or any of that other stuff. I want like a legit arcade that wants to be an arcade. You know? That kind of thing. I don't want the gimmicky, well, gamers like it now, so let's make it gamery, you know, and they put like gamer fuel in there and all that other BS. It's like, I would like the authentic feel of an arcade, but I don't think you're ever going to get that. Besides, they don't allow smoking. What about Dave & Buster's? I don't think it really quantifies, though. For those who grew up with arcades, you know there was a particular vibe to it. You know, and it wasn't Dave and Buster's. It was a lot grittier, smoke in the air, that kind of thing. Loud sounds that you're just like, oh my God, it's so loud. Even as a kid. Yeah, I'm old enough to remember arcades. There you go. That's the thing. They were cool, man. Yeah. You also had to watch out for other teenagers and stuff that would try to, you know, get in your way. You could also find arcade games at bowling alleys. Yeah, there was a bowling alley that had a couple arcade games. So it's like when the lanes were filled on a league night, it would be like, all right, I guess I'm playing like whatever they had. It was like usually Pac-Man or Centipede. Like it was like these old cabinets. Got to be 40 in October. There you go. There you go. That's when you start getting those weird greeting cards that people are like, you're old. And you're like, shut up. You're quickly getting into the get off my lawn age. I've been there since 17, by the way. Use a fog machine. Make it look more smoky. There you go. I wonder how much cigarette smoke is imbued in all those old cabinets. You know, like you would just smell it. You'd be like, oh yeah, this was in an arcade. That and pizza grease. Still Putt-Putt Arcade until 2020 and finally closed down. No. It's your birthday with Christopher Lloyd. Nice. And Jeff Goldblum. Nice. There you go. Problem is arcades just cost too much. You need to be like, what, 25p games, but a lot were 50 or $1 play, and that was a few years ago. Yeah. They're all expensive. We have a place that is an arcade, video game, or resale store. Yeah. I mean, you know. Again, it's like an arcade, like the authentic vibe is, it's an arcade. Like that, and that's what I mean. The arcade is there, and that is the main thing. And it would sell like, you know, maybe some foods or stuff like that. But you go there, it wasn't like, oh, we're going to have an arcade because it's retro, because it's a gamer thing, because of that. It was like arcade games were popular. Somebody opened up an arcade, and people had fun. And that's where they went to. There wasn't like a restaurant gimmick or stuff. They had the worst food, at least the one we went to. They would have like hot dogs, hamburgers. That was it. Like, and maybe pizza. couple of drinks, you know. That was it. It was just boom, arcade. Remember playing what old wireframe tank game? Green wireframe. Oh. There were occasionally, every once in a while, there was that throwback game that you would see that would like have this giant ball on it that you would have to kind of navigate whatever the hell was happening on the screen with. I forget what it was called, but it looked archaic by the standards at that time. So, you know, it was just like, it was probably just some weird throwback game that's probably a small fortune right now. I wonder how many cabinets ended up in a landfill that were just it's insanely expensive right now. Arcade person watch on YouTube, so their arcade locations because they're just dying out, unfortunately. Yeah, there's only so much you can do. People are only going to leave the house to go to some place to be annoyed and aggravated and pay too much for a game. You know, pre-internet, that was it. That's all you had. If you were lucky enough, you had a console at home. Not many people did. Or you would go to the arcade and just hang out with friends. Like, that's it. Yeah. We had this cool pizza place that had Crazy Taxi and Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat. Dude, we were set. Those were my games, bro. Yeah. Back, well, we still had Green Times, but they were more aimed at kids. I hate when it's aimed at kids. Nah, man, because then everything's a little kind of dumbed down, a little too I don't know. Bleh. I'm in Canada, so we had stuff Americans in, like House Hippo. Huh.
Have friends? Ah, that's probably why they are closing down.
I know, right? Who has that anymore? Laser Venture. I've heard of that. I don't remember. Like, most of the games I played, I don't even really remember by name, unless it was like a major one. Like, I remember Streets of Rage, Street Fighter, that kind of stuff. But there was these other ones that I came across that were almost from the Pong era that I'm just like, what is this? You know, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, huh. Dude, that place that you went to had that old Star Wars one that looks like Vectrex or whatever. It was just a bunch of grids and lines that would come at you, and you're trying to like fly to, you know, X-Wing and just like, you know, blow up the Death Star. It was kind of crazy. I was like, what is happening here? Yeah, I got to tell you, early games had no F's to give about seizure warnings. There was nothing. The only warning you got in front of those arcade games was winners don't do drugs. After that, it was like you're on your own. If you're passing out on the floor having a seizure, good luck. You know, like it was insane how much flashing lights there were. Or there were. Top Skater was my game. What was that? Narc. Dude, that game Narc. I love that game. That was good. Same because they would exist. They would have to rent the building also to make a profit to pay for stuff. Yeah, dude, it's way too much. How simple was a PSA commercial about? Thanks for the follow. Not believing even what on TV. They voted back 10 years ago, but didn't internet version. Internet version? Boo. Let me get coffee. Well, water. Maybe that's what we should do next stream. We should make a whole arcade background. We're going to have really loud noises and flashing lights, and everyone will be like, bro, seizure warning, bro. You know? No, I'm not going to do that. Battlezone 1980. That was the future at some point, right? It's always weird when you see something like from like the early 80s or late 70s, and they're like, in the year 2000. You know, it's supposed to be so futuristic and stuff. We were supposed to have hoverboards in 2015, according to Back to the Future. And here we are, 2026. I'm like, man, I can't even afford to get a computer together. This is ridiculous. Space, 1999. Ooh, the dawning of a new century surely will be that advanced. Come on. I know it ends up being a little disappointing when you look back on the past to see what they would predict in the future, and we're just like, oh my God, really? Ugh. Where's my flying car? Exactly. Use Minimax A3 to make it. Right? Same because it'd be what Yeah, I don't want all that flashing lights and stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, now I want to play a game. Oh, God. Dude, dude. Metal Slug. Dude, that was a really good arcade game. My God, it was difficult. I spent so much money on that. Oof. Yeah, where's my personal robot? No, again, I think we probably mentioned this before. No, Metal Slug was this weird little video game that was nestled in the back of a old-timey pharmacy/diner. Like, this place was a throwback from the 50s, but somehow they had an arcade game there. And I was like, are you kidding me? I never went in there until, like, a bunch of, like, kids were going in and out. And, you know, we were the same age at the time, so I'm like, what's going on in there? And then you see, like, all these kids just playing an arcade game. I'm like, oh, my God, I got an arcade game in there. You know, that kind of thing. Then you got to put your quarters on the thing and wait your turn. You know. Metal Slug was like Contra on crack. Yeah, dude, again, the pixel sprite animations on it is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Even by today's standards, it's insanely good. How about Vectrex? Yeah, we knew somebody who actually had one of those, and they're like, you know, oh, dude, you want to play a game? And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's older, but it's cool. I'm like, it was amazing. It was just like all the lines, and you'd put like the colored film over it, so the game was red. You know, like it was wow. You know, it's cool that things have been progressed, but there isn't that awe of like what is, where you're like, wow. You know, now you're just like meh. You know. We got DLLS 5, and you're like, meh. It's like super photorealistic. Whatever. Oh. Oh, man. We were very good at Contra, too. There you go. I want 4 music, arcade machines, but need to wait to move to buy them because they're heavy. Ooh. Yeah, I think the last really big run on arcades was kind of like Dance Dance Revolution era. Dude, a lot of people love those rhythm games. Yeah. And they're still pretty big in Japan and stuff like that. But even in the States, they were kind of blowing up a bit. And people would go there and be like, oh, yeah, cool. You know, that was like early 2000s. And then it started like, dude, I'm telling you, once around 2005, 2008, like just everything started moving digital. People just didn't want to go anywhere. And here we are now, just stuck inside, not doing anything fun. We're not doing anything fun. I need fun. I need more fun. Fun. I'll say it right up. What? Oh no, I believe on the internet is Foamy. Believe the squirrel. At least most of the time. DDR seizures and lefty deaf. Yep. DDR was really loud. Yeah. Like I remember just hearing it like outside, and I'm like, what the hell is happening there? I think they had one of those at the Dave & Buster's, like the one time we went there. We were like in a completely different area, and it was just like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm like, what the hell? Making a Wally movie reality. I know, right? Everyone's just on their chair, just kind of hovering around. It seems ideal until lethargy, you know, gets in there, and you're like, your body atrophies, and you're like, oh, I need to go for a walk, but then you can't because you're like, my legs hurt. Oh, God. We're getting Sally Face too? Ooh, cool. Well, dude, I don't know, man. Gaming gotta get good. Are there any things that people really do in gaming that are community-minded besides, like, where you all get together, with the exception of, like, Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, which I don't even know if anybody has access to cards anymore to play. You know, and speedrunning. Like, you know, there's conventions and stuff, but I don't think a lot of people don't get together anywhere. Like, anywhere. There's no places to hang out for people. You know, malls are dying. The arcades don't exist. People go to the theaters and just basically be annoying. It's kind of weird. Played it first out like 10 years ago. Wow. Dave & Buster's here in Langston has a cool Godzilla VR game. Ooh, Godzilla VR. Do you get to be Godzilla or you have to run from him? Nope, not anymore. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't realize how much stuff that they've missed out on because it's all gone. Yeah. Malenko, they won. Nice. No, I mean, even just hanging out at the mall got you a chance to get the hell away from everybody in your family that was annoying you and go get a pretzel, you know? Well, some people don't even have that break anymore. Some places here do card games and Warhammer type games. There you go. Yeah, that's only that's a very specific group though, especially Warhammer crowd. No, I can't like walk into like I can walk into a Magic the Gathering card game maybe, but you know everything I bring to the table, they can be like, well, you can't use that card anymore. That was outlawed. That was illegal. Blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm like, come on, dude, I haven't played in like 10 years. Yeah. All the rules have changed. Online gaming is trash talk central. Yeah, that's why I don't do a lot of multiplayer online because everybody's so toxic. You know. And it's really difficult to find people to play with, let alone find a game that you want to play with somebody to play with. You know, it's ridiculous. Seen Godzilla VR game, it's cool. Nice. We're getting Alien Isolation 2 as well. Yay! There you go. Game was scary as heck. What? You got to get Dawn to play that on stream. Get the heart rate monitor and stuff going. It'd be hilarious. What? People in California banned 3D printing, basically. Well, that's because people were doing stupid things with it, you know? This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah? Now, people were making little pew-pews out of it. Yeah. Not good. Yeah. At that point, just buy one, you know? Okay, if I could swear here, so I'm keeping it PG. Usually, you're not going to get banned for swearing, but, you know, if the auto mod catches something, it'll catch it. But don't worry, you're not going to get banned for anything. But it'll just be caught and read and just be like in limbo. I tend to read the stuff anyway and just bleep out whatever. Steve don't care though. You know, Wednesdays, forget about it. Malls and Dave & Buster's do once in a blue moon. Yeah, there's like no sense to go to a mall now. Everything's overpriced and, you know, you just get stuff cheaper online. Yeah, nobody's got the money to be like, you know what? Let's pay the extra $3 for something at a store. You're like, no. I wish arcades were like how they were in the 90s instead of like all ticket-based games. Yeah, ticket-based isn't... I kind of don't like the idea of having to put in a card and, you know, doing that. It's like, it's weird. Yeah, I like the cold hard cash. I got 30 quarters and that's all I got. Yeah, it gave you a limit. I think it was just one person, another person go to the store, build with actual parts because it's easier and safer. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Alien Isolation 2 is coming out. That's probably going to take a while, right? Yeah. I'm not toxic. I play with anyone. It also has the same games as me. It's on my friends list. There you go. Nice. You need more people like that. Hang on. The reason why I don't go to malls all that often is because they don't sell the things I like. That too. Every time I go to the mall, there's nothing I want. I'm not going to the Abercrombie and Finch to buy a bunch of clothes that I cannot afford. Too expensive. Georgia worked since way back 17, 20 years ago. Glad you're still active. Me too. We're not physically active, but, you know, creatively. The new Foamy was just posted. It's on YouTube. Gotta go watch it. Thank you for putting up with our nonsense. They look like non-exclusive half the time. I don't like that either. Exclusives. Psh. Pocket full of tokens. Fist full of tickets. Those times were fun. Yeah. Ooh, I almost knocked over water. That would have been bad. I didn't do it, though. I knew 2 places near Indianapolis, arcade bars, flat fee, all you can play, and alcohol. Yeah, I feel like alcohol and gaming shouldn't mix because somebody's going to get all weird and spill their vodka all over the board and it's going to get all messed up and sticky. Oh. Arcade machines are all just card things now. No more prizes inside. No more tickets to collect. Just a card. Card rip. Yeah, remember collecting a ton of tickets. Yeah, tickets were all right, but it's like, you know. It's weird because back in the day, the main goal was to get your name on that leaderboard. Like, that was the thing. It was just like, dude, you were on a couple of things for a little while. Of course, you got knocked off eventually, but, you know, it was just like, dude, you could put your name there. And it was cool because you could put Jim, and that was you, you know? Yeah, good. What are you doing? No poking. What's up? All right, let me stretch this out. All right, doing this. Boom. All right. That's where Cern came from? With the initials. Yeah. There you go. Places I avoid like plays are bars and nightclubs. Yeah, I've never gotten into the whole bar nightclub thing. And we used to go to a lot of them because we kind of get dragged there. People would play darts, all that other stuff at a bar. And, as good as we were with darts, it's just, I don't like being around the bar atmosphere for some reason. Yeah, it's, I like people when they're in vanilla mode, if that makes any sense. I don't like the social lubrication that people need to just be personable. Yeah. It's like I just chill and be yourself, It was smoky in bars. It was very smoky in bars. Most arcade machines lost scores when they turned them off for the night. Though I think the new ones kept score. Not sure. I think some of them had like a little bit of memory in there that would keep it, but I'm not quite sure. I think it's it's all game dependent. I hate cigarette smoke. Yeah, not a big fan of it either. Yeah. Most put right. They'd put some like weird word on the leaderboard and be like, "Look, dude, look, I'm number 1. Sex is winning." I'm like, "Isn't it always?" Like, shut up. Ugh. What do you do? All right, we are creeping up on 4 hours, and I got to eat something. So I'm going to go through bingo and see what we got before we wrap it up. What do we got on bingo? What can I still call? New song playing during intro, technical issue. Now, still no drop frames. Yeah, I know what's going on with Dawn because that's like kind of, that's a weird thing. I don't know if it's their computer or something else. We'll see what happens on Monday, tomorrow. Dawn of Time BC, all one word, streaming tomorrow. What? On their channel. What? All right, for those who don't know, boom. There you go. I put it in there. What? What? You're not supposed to do any work. You're on light duty. Do you know how difficult it is to do exclamations? You can't get better if you don't allow time to heal. I can't call anything else. What? All right, we got to find somebody to raid. We're going to raid somebody, chat. I don't know who. Let's find out. All right, who be on? Who be on? All right, you got people talking about stuff. You got some people playing movies. You got EB Demon doing art. What else we got? You got somebody doing DJing. We got Zograd playing Pal World. There's more Pal World. Bro. Shall we pal around? You got choices between art and Pal World. God, I got to get back into Pal World because I'm just like so far behind on that. And what? Bingo? What? Bingo number 2. No, we didn't do a new song. I can't lie. I can't lie. Bah. Ba-dum. There needs to be a variation of that where like it's I don't know what would be a good variation for that. Thank you. I'm not expecting Warner Brothers to go back and reanimate that whole thing just so there's a variation for a meme, but you know what I mean. I know. Bad coffee? No, we went through coffee. We ran through that. Coffee was not bad. Because we made it ourselves. That's what we do. All right. I got to do Pal World soon. I got to do a lot of games soon. But I'm not going to be able to do anything until at least September 3rd to free up some time after Suna implements their limits of destruction and creativity. Then we got to figure out what we're doing for... No, we just got a cartoon and stuff we got to do for the 25th anniversary. Foamy the Squirrel. We generally don't make a big deal out of it because, again, it's September 10th, which is always like a meh. Because then the next day is September 11th, and you're just like kind of feel odd about celebrating when it's like, oh, dude, look at it, 25 years. Then you got that other thing, the other thing, So What? I don't know, man. It's like, you know, I said I was going to buy some super expensive peanut butter. Super expensive peanut butter. I'm going to do it, chat. We'll see. But we're not there yet. So, you know, we still got cartoons to work on, stuff like that. New episode is posted. Dawn streams, !Dawn, which we already did. So we tossed them a follow. Everybody who helped out and followed Dawn on the YouTube channel, boom. Thank you. They're partnered. They're actually partnered. For those who don't know, that they're going to roll out, I guess, higher requirements, basically doubling the amount of watch hours needed for anybody to get a partnership. So they got in before that ended up getting implemented. Yay. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, and our VOD channel, we have here's the thing. We have our VOD specifically on a different YouTube channel all together. It will press VODs. Like, yeah. But I know. So if you miss something here, then that'll be on there. Yeah. At least we try to do that. I just like, come on. It's like so. Brr. Yeah. There it is. Then you got a Facebook. Thank you, Shadab. Stop pressing buttons. It's supposed to be relaxing. God. Look at this one. Yeah. Ugh. All right. I know we're going to raid somebody. I'm getting peckish because all I've had is banana bread for breakfast. So that was a bunch of... Who's Dawn? What do you mean who's Dawn? Or who's down? Who's Dawn what? Dawn. Dawn of Time. The one that does Jermaine's voice. Come on. Bingo numbers. What about them? I can't do anything about it. I already did them. We got a raid. We got a raid. Everybody, thanks for helping out and doing the stuff that you do. We're going to be on again Wednesday and then working basically right after the stream until Wednesday. So we're probably going to smell really bad and be gross because we're in workaholic mode. Should probably shower, dude. It's so hot in here. Oh my God. No, you know what? Here, you can always put off showering another day if you cool your core with ice cream. So that's a pro tip. That's a pro tip for you workaholics. Don't bathe. Just eat ice cream so you don't sweat. That's it. Everybody, we're going to go raid. Eat ice cream. Don't sweat.